bathroom house.
Well, it sounds like you're gonna
I
have to
suggest
use
you
the
sit there and
flower
wait.
pot out back.
I suggest you sit there and wait, because when you start going to the bathroom, shady stuff starts.
Are you sure there isn't a convenient potted plant nearby you can use?
Everything's fake.
Even better, they won't notice the discoloration on the leaves.
All right. Who would like to do the recap?
So on the last episode of D&D Stories, we just came out from the room that we ooped a bunch of boulders from. Callie went on ahead and scouted stealthily. And then she saw a chimera with lots and lots of monies. We could have probably sneaked past, but the monies was too good. So Callie went back to the party and was like, hey, there's a thing there, BRB. I'm going to try to yoink things. And then someone's like, why don't we just kill it? So we killed it.
Yeah.
And then we went to the next room from the hallway. And it was like a drow city or something. And Callie went off for her own, while the rest of the party proceeded in shenanigans, freeing a bunch of slaves, killing a drow slaver that just came out of the latrine, and Atis completely annihilating most of the forces that were attempting to kill and or recapture the slaves. That was pretty epic. And we eventually regrouped. And then there were drow elites. And we were super tired. And people were leaving. All shit broke loose. War Turtle took like fucking like 100 damage or some shit. And finally went down. The situation was dire. And everyone fucked off. I think that's more or less what happened.
Yeah, I ran off with I am with Sleuth, because Sleuth grabbed a drow and was it under grabbed a drow? Somebody grabbed a drow and was running with a drow, choking it, carrying it with them, and I was right behind.
This is true, and in fact, PM Sleuth.
I think that's more or less what happened.
Yeah, it does sound about right. You guys were quite ineffectual against those drow.
Well, the first time we were amazing. The second time we realized we needed a juice box and we're like, oh, uh-oh.
All right. So, you guys are all scattered throughout the dungeon. Atus, you're in Skullport.
I'm in Skullport? I got there? Okay.
I mean, yeah. Unless, of course, you guys would like to pick up immediately after the end of last session.
That's the thing I was confused about.
I would wait by the entrance to Skullport in like a little alcove. You know that Gilbert, that there's like that alcove right near the tunnel that heads out to Skullport.
Get to that section map.
I'd be waiting there stealthily to catch any party members as they come.
Which alcove?
If you assume I know the way there, right before I get to Skullport, there is one option I have for not being on the path.
Okay.
I think it leads to a cave or something.
Yep, I think I know the room you're talking about.
So, do I describe like where I would have gone next, or like because that picture I sent earlier, I believe, is what was accurate. And if Sleuth's with Mister is also there in that red circle, more or less.
So we might want to cover this now. Atos, are you sure that's the room you want to be in? As you
No, I'm not in
currently
the room.
see
I'm just like at that corner, hiding.
Okay. Okay.
You know, just so that if any party members come behind me on the way to Skullport, I can grab them and we can meet up easily.
Okay. Okay. I understand now.
Yeah, I imagine there's all sorts of like weird noises coming from that room, and I don't want any part of that.
Yeah, you can hear the weird noises. All right. Sorry, Mick, what did you say you were doing?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I'm not sure if you want me to like are things going to be hand waved? Am I still right there where I was last time?
Given positions of everything, yeah, we would be taking up approximately at the end of last session. With
Okay.
like at most a discrepancy of a minute, technically. Uh, Mister, where did you say that you ran off to?
When we were fighting, what's his name's character grabbed. Wait, is this the right campaign? Because we're fighting Drow in both camp.
Yeah,
Another camp.
there's the right one. There's the right one, Mister. Sleuth did grab a drow.
Yeah, Sleuth grabbed a Drow and started dragging it off, and I was following him. So I'm not sure which way we went. We bucked off one direction on our own.
Okay. All right. Now I have the spreads. So
And just for reference, invisibility lasts for 1 hour.
all right. And Pete, since you just got here, where exactly did Mackerel fuck off to?
I fucked off in the same direction as Aegis.
Okay, so he's invisible. Other than just running down that south passage, did you turn east to where Zalira was? Or did you keep going down the hallway?
To where Zalira was. Yeah, well, I was trying to follow the party, so I would have
Yeah,
gone.
we were trying to
Okay,
group
so
back up. We had
okay.
got spread
You're
out. We
going
were
with
trying to.
invisible people.
I remember Aegis
Oh.
said he was trying to catch people, so I'm kind of, I guess, trying to find wherever he was.
All right, yeah. Okay, so given distances, the only person truly missing here from the rest of you is War Turtle and Atus are the only noticeably absent. You guys would have seen Callie run past.
War Turtle's not missing. He's dead. He's laying there. Oh no, he got up and ran off. No, he didn't. He dropped right there. That's why we all ran, wasn't it?
He has pertinent material to that.
I mean, I thought he dropped. That's why we all started running. So the last thing I remember, my character remembers, is he left War Turtle back there because he was running for his life.
You know, I honestly don't know what to do, but I know what Callie would do when she doesn't know what to do. She normally goes left. And last I checked, I was facing away from the party.
So you're gonna head down that south passageway.
Yeah, Atis said go south. Yeah, Port Hamar is, well, not Port Hamar, but you know, Skullport is south.
All right. So what are the rest of you doing? Just standing around?
Well, we're
Waiting
with
for
him,
it.
or
We're moving away, aren't we? I
We
thought
got split the drow right there in the center.
Okay, so
I'm not sure if like are they still chasing us? Like, am I in the niche? Am I not in the niche? That's the thing that I'm not still
we're
clear
not
on.
starting in the niche.
Okay.
Okay, so if you guys scroll up to the map posted at 8:07, that red circle is currently where Zalira, Mackerel, and um whatever Mister's character's name is,
Wong.
Wong, are all located. You guys saw Callie continue to run south and then west. Like she you know, ran past you guys, shouted to you, and kept going. And you guys do not know where Atis.
The last thing Atis told us is that he was going south. I think we should go south. I don't know what's at south, but we'll find out.
All right. Well, south. South we go.
All right, so you guys are moving to catch up with Callie.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Okay.
I really implore you guys just to go south. Don't worry about me. For all I know, for all we know, the drow still after us. I don't know, but and do what you will.
We split up like that, so we would try to find you. The order to retreat was sounded, so we have to group back up to get out of here.
All right, yeah. I'd say you guys are able to catch up with Callie. Is now exploring southward down a tunnel. All right, yeah. This is just a rough hewn tunnel, raw stone, bending and turning south. What's the limit of your guys' dark visions?
The highest one in our party is 60 feet,
All right.
unless Mister's got devil sight or something.
Yeah, I
I'm
think a
gonna-
couple of us have 60-foot, including myself, but I don't think anyone has beyond.
Yeah, that would be Sleuth's character.
Yeah, after moving about 130 feet down this tunnel, you guys reach an intersection. You can see it continues to branch south beyond your beyond your dark vision, and there is another passage that goes south beyond your dark vision.
I heard south and I heard south. So there's a fork?
Oh, there is a fork, one that goes south and another that goes southeast.
Would southeast be considered left in this case?
Yes.
Callie's gonna say I'll be right back. If I'm not back in a minute, you guys continue without me. I'm gonna use a healer's kit on myself. And I'm gonna go southeast, sneaky break like.
All right. A stealth check. Okay, yeah. You get you're pretty quiet. Um, you continue to move down this passage. You reach another turn in it. At this point, are any of the rest of you following?
I think we're all
Callie?
following.
Are all of you guys trying to be sneaky?
Sure.
All right.
The fools.
In
Stealth
that
check.
case, in that case, I need mackerel,
And then there was a TPK.
and Wong
I told everyone
to
to
make
wait.
stealth checks.
Oh no!
Wait, did he tell us to wait? I missed
Yes,
that.
I told you guys I'll
Oh,
be
okay.
back in if I'm not back in the mid, continue.
I totally missed that.
Everyone's drained for resources. Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
Drat, there goes my attempt to kill everybody.
It's a heat of the
Spoiled
moment.
by
It's
occasion.
fine.
So are we
All
rolling
right.
stuff?
I mean, are you following and,
Well, now that he
ignoring
said
the
he told
wait?
us not to, I probably wouldn't follow because I wasn't following that character to begin. I was following the one that was choke slamming the drow. So that's probably one I.
All right, yeah. As you proceed down this route, you eventually, what's your dark vision?
60 feet.
Yeah, 60.
60 feet. Wanted to be sure. You see
I have
that the tunnel
120
opens
feet
up.
of devil sight.
Oh, there we go.
That's a thing that we wanted to hear.
Okay, are you with Callie right now?
Well, no.
Okay. All right. So, Callie, you can see that this tunnel opens up into a large cavern. The entire east side of which is open to an underground river which flows steadily by. You can see a door set into the northwest wall and a tunnel at the far north end of the room.
With my background of cartography, can I assume that that's maybe nearby where Sleuth was initially? Did I make a loop? I just made a loop, didn't I?
Give me just a second. There's some more detail on the spot. So that door that you see,
Mm-hmm.
it's a rather innate-looking stone door. The sides of it flanked by bas reliefs of helm dwarves, with their like the faces kind of chopped and carved away. The inscription on the door is also molded and damp. And you can see a black gondola, kind of like sitting on that shore.
A black gondola. Can you remind me what a gondola is?
It's a boat.
Like a Venetian canoe.
Interesting.
In it,
Oh,
you
fuck.
can see a black-robed skeleton clutching a 10-foot pole.
The fuck did you guys get yourselves in?
Gilbert, are you mind fucking us?
Is
Are you
this the
telling us we are
underworld?
so fucked that we are seeing what?
Is this the entrance to Hades?
Welcome to Hades.
Where does the water lead? Like, where
Don't
does
drink
it
it.
trail off to? Is it going south?
It looks like it flows south.
Oh God. Can I roll Oh shit. Can I roll history? To see maybe if I've heard maybe some Greek tales about such things. I don't know. Maybe I could
Yeah, sure. Actually, in this particular case, sorry, you said you wanted history?
I could do Arcana or History, Investigation.
Both the Arcana and History would be acceptable roll. So whichever one you would prefer. Are you
I'll go
making
with
Arcana?
Arcana instead. Because I'm an expert in that.
All right. Yeah, so while this robed skeleton bears some thematic resemblance, you don't think that it is actually any kind of underworld creature. Typically a creature like that would
You would how does the tail go?
Than an undead.
Yeah.
So there are tales that on the river Styx there are a kind of Yugoloth that ferries people across it. That way they needn't come in contact with the memory erasing waters. This, well, thematically similar to, does not seem to match up with one of those kind of.
Does the human personification of death exist in this setting, and if so, does this resemble?
He prefers Mort.
Ah, there you
go. Does the boat have any writing on it?
No, you can see no writing on it.
Well, this thing goes south. We're supposed to go south. The getup is, that death thing. And if memory serves right, you're supposed to give him a copper piece or something. But do I know exactly what piece it is? Like, you're supposed to give him some type of money or token before he ferries you off.
Give
Exact change.
Huh.
I'm not sure if you want just to give me or you want me to make a check, but I'm suspecting copper piece. I'm willing to give anything at this point.
I'm actually attempting to flip open to the creature.
For all I know, this could just be a hostile skeleton that'll immediately attack the moment I approach it, but the getup is...
Walk up there holding some coins in your hand, like, here.
Pardon?
Okay, so you were asking about what kind of change that you would give something?
So in the real death scenario, like how the tails go, I think you're supposed to give him a copper piece or something before he ferries you off to your afterlife or something.
Okay, yeah, in actual like historical mythology, that sounds about right.
Well, in the D&D mythos,
the principle still holds, but it's not necessarily a copper. But the concept of paying a ferryman in the afterlife to get across the river Styx is a concept that exists.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure if Macro's with me or not, but I'm gonna go back to the party. All right. I'm either seeing shit, maybe I'm not. But I see a skeleton there that's on a boat. Looks an awfully lot like the Tales of Death. So I say we go over there and we ask this skeleton to take us to Skullport and pay the skeleton some copper and electrum pieces. I'm not sure how much is enough.
Don't pay him electrum, we'll probably kill you.
Maybe. Good point. Okay. If he looks expectantly at me, I'll give him more. But if that doesn't work out, we can kill the skeleton. There's just one creature there, and I think we should just try to get a ferry ride with the spooky, scary skeleton. The river seems to head south, and that's our best lead. That's where Atus told us generally where Skullport would be. So I think we should do it. Does anyone have anything to add to that? Maybe a different plan or something? Because I have no fucking clue, but that's my best guess.
Do what you think is right. You're the scout.
Yeah, I think we should do this.
Right.
I'm gonna like look at the party that has been silent, and I'm gonna quietly go back there, trying to like physically communicate. Like, come on, we should probably do this thing. It'll be fine. Well, I'm not sure if the party followed or not, but I'm gonna go back up there, and I'll reveal myself to the spooky, scary skeleton. Does a skeleton immediately attempt to murder me?
As you step out into the cave, revealing yourself to anything that might be in there, the skeletal ferryman turns to face you, its empty eye sockets staring you down.
Okay, good. It's neither immediately trying to murder me nor fuck off. Very good. I'll approach the skeleton with no weapons drawn at the moment, and I'm gonna look at the party. How many people actually came with me?
Did you tell us to
Well-
follow you?
Yes, I did. Everyone was silent.
Oh, okay.
Wong, are you with us, or have you decided that a trip to the spooky scary man is a bad idea? I think Wong may be AFK. I'm not sure. I could wait.
No. Should he return, we will determine, if he got on from. Okay, so at the moment, Callie and Mackerel. You guys said that you were approaching the boat?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm gonna go ahead and rummage through some of the treasure hoard that we all got. And I'm gonna attempt to pay this man this thing. Uh 2 copper pieces. I'm gonna like approach him, like get closer to the point like where I'm next to the boat, and say, me and my friends would like to go to Skullport.
I know I would like to Skullport.
Can you help us? And I'm gonna try to like show monies to the thing. There's 10 copper pieces in my hand.
The skeleton does not respond.
Does he take my monies?
He does not attempt to take your money.
This is so weird. There's probably some sort of thing that I have to say. I say this in Elvish. please take this ferry money and take us to Skullport. And again, I will try to give the skeleton this monies.
Like a souls as currency kind of guy to me.
The skeleton does not respond to your offers of coin.
I'm gonna like slowly and cautiously make physical movements towards the boat. Does he appear to not like that?
Make an insight check. Still looking at you, but you don't perceive any hostility from its, bleached skull.
Okay, I'm gonna be in the boat now. I'm putting one foot in, and then I'm gonna put another foot in. Like this is gonna be the process of about 10 seconds of me cautiously, carefully looking at this thing. And if it immediately doesn't attempt to murder me, try to murder me, I'll ask the party to do the same.
Yeah, it hasn't attempted to kill you yet. Mackerel, or are you getting in? What are you doing?
I guess if we're all getting in, I'll follow their example.
I mean, you say if they're all, but it's really just you and Callie up.
It's just me and Kelly?
Well, Wong is gone, so I don't know if he is hopping in. I'll assume he is.
Well, if nothing happens to Callie when she gets in, I'll get in after her.
Okay.
Please.
All right.
I'm going to save this and... Oh, wait. Oh, go ahead.
Once you have all piled in to the boat, the skeleton takes its stick, plants it into the shore, and pushes the ferry free of it.
I'm going to leave these coins next to the skeleton, and then I'm going to, like, lie down, like as if I just don't want to know, I don't want to see, and I'm trying to hide.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm like lying flat, and I'm just trying to calm myself.
All right. So I should say that at this point you would be in range. Across from this part of the shore, you can see a yawning cave. It almost resembling like a large fish mouth on the opposite shore. And
What?
the skeleton begins to pilot the boat down the river.
I'm just gonna stay down here until the boat stops. That's what I'm gonna do. I asked to go to Skullport numerous times. I pays the man. I spooked. I don't want to know. I'm not sure what Macro does, but that's what Callie would do.
Yep. All right. You guys travel down the river, moving at kind of a lazy pace. You pass 3 more exposed shores and openings in the cave before you finally reach the end of the tunnel opens up into Skullport.
So the boat stops. How much time has elapsed?
Just a moment.
Not enough for you to live.
Kind of looks like this from where you guys are.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that don't look creepy at all.
Guys, I really have to use a bathroom. I'm gonna be right back. I'm so sorry. but I ensure the skeleton is paid. I profusely bow and thank the skilling, and we'll do whatever's next. I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
Give me just a second. I have to read over a paragraph to understand this correctly. Okay, yeah. So, for those of you that have taken the gondola, you have arrived in the waters around Skullport. And I believe a boatload of you are AFK at the moment. So, Atus, what are you
Okay.
doing?
Well, I weighed out my invisibility, and when that gets close to being over, and if no one has showed up, well, I guess I can come back in the morning and see if they're still alive. And then I go to Skullport to find it in.
All right. Actually,
I would know about the safe house, so I'll just go to the safe house.
yeah,
Because I'm a
you know
member.
about the safe house.
It's actually the
Yeah,
background
you know
feature
about
for
the
being a
safe house.
faction agent. You know about safe houses.
Very nice. Yeah, so you head to the safe house.
Yeah, I believe the safe house is run by Caladari, I think. I might be wrong on that.
Yeah,
I'm
give me
going based
just a
on my
second.
notes here.
Do believe that is correct. Details on that though. Um, Flip over to it. Do um, yeah, you would know that Caladani, well, she runs the tavern and also oversees the safe house. You would also know the dragonborn mage that guards the safe house named Felrex.
Okay. Yeah. So I make contact with Caldari and get a room for the night.
All right. So how about that AFK crew?
I'm here.
Ah,
I'm
you're
back.
back.
Sorry about that.
All right. Yep. So the ferryman brings the gondola up to the shore of Skullport and beaches it.
I pay the man the monies.
He does
Yeah.
hold out his hand.
Yeah, I give him 10 copper. I'm gonna kind of like look at the skeleton because apparently he's not saying anything. I'm gonna look and see if he wants more.
Takes his skeletal hand in the copper. Just drags it back into his cloak. And then
Is
his
he?
arms go to rest at its side.
Oh,
Continues
okay.
to stare at you.
I bow, I guess, and I vacate the boat. I don't think he's going to be a very useful guide. Hey, can you tell me a little bit about Skullport? So I just leave.
All right. So you can see down here in Gulport, rundown ghetto of a town. This is all inside of an immense underground cavern, partly flooded. See, from this point, yeah, I'd say from this point you can see the stone bridges connecting the southern end of this town to an island located out in the river Sargon. Atop it stands a fortress, ruined fortress, monolithic walls overlooking.
Callie doesn't really know what to do, but she does know one thing. She really would like a drink right now and room and board. So she's going to look for the biggest tavern. Most of her background childhood was hearing about the tales such of adventurers half drunk and such. So that's her comfort space. So I think she's going to be looking for a tavern.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
needs a drink after that.
As you journey through here, you notice that a lot of the local businesses are shut down. You do come across a tavern, though, by the name of the Flagon and the Dragon.
I like that. Is it big?
It's the only tavern that's open.
Oh, okay. So we got 3 of us so far?
I'm assuming that Zalira is with you,
4.
unless Sleuth says otherwise.
Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and go inside and what do you call it? Patronize it. I do the thing where I buy the beer and ask for a room and board.
All right. The tavern owner introduces herself as Salal Ladani, and a half-drow elf. And yeah, she
Can you spell that for me? Because I'm gonna be pretty bad at that stuff.
yep. You would actually recognize this name. This is the contact that your Harper friend, who is now dead, wanted you to contact.
Really? Well, huzzah! Oh, I thought it was Kalau. Oh,
Salal. But
uh-huh.
it's Elvish.
Yeah.
It's always a soft C, except when it's not.
Yeah. As I guess she's serving me and such, I'll go ahead and attempt to like smoothly put this thing, which is the moonstone, I want to say, and move it to her direction.
Make a performance check.
I'm trying to do this sleight of hand, like nice and cool. You know, I don't want other people to be like drawn to this thing.
But you have Nat 1 to slide a hand check like that in real life before, and let me tell you, it's not going to work out well if you fuck.
Everyone in the bar suddenly realizes you have thousands of coin on your person.
Well, that's what Callie would have done. The pouch was destroyed. So I'm attempting to do the thing.
All right, yeah, you move one of the 3 moonstones across the surface.
There was 3 of them?
Yeah.
There were, yeah.
Well, forget what I do. In that case, I'm going to go ahead and awkward go through my shit, get rid of all my bullets in the pouch. And I'm doing this all in the backpack in front of her. And then I fill it with the moonstones, and then I give that to her.
So let me get this
Woman
straight.
digging in her purse.
You attempt to be super sly about this.
Well, I would have if there was just one solid moonstone. But if there's 3, I'm not going to be fucking bothering with like 3 of them, doing that 3 times at once. I'm just going to do the thing where I give her a pouch. If it was one moonstone, narratively, I would have found it appropriate just to slide it to her. It's my mistake. I didn't know that there was 3 pieces of moonstone. I thought there was just one solid piece. Does she attempt to open the pouch?
Yeah, she kind of gives you this curious look and then opens it. It kind of gives you this quizzical look.
Can I explain here or maybe somewhere else? Yeah, it's her bar. I mean,
Yeah, she's gonna, in a lower tone. Are you the Harper's errand boy today?
No. I'm the survivor of the group that had the Harper's delivery boy. Or one of the few.
Got oofed.
Huh. That's a
Yeah.
shame.
I don't suppose you know where you might be able to I don't know, fix up a dead body. I'd really would like to go back and get him.
No, unfortunately that is outside of my power.
Do you know anyone?
For the right price, you can get anything you want in Skullport.
Can't say I do.
What?
Do you happen to know where the Harpers are? I would like to report to them. Vermeer, he didn't tell us anything about where to go afterwards.
Yeah, she's going to hold on. Yeah, she's going to kind of glance over your shoulder towards one of the tables behind you. There's one right over there.
Okay. I go to the table and I sit.
Looks like a very
Well, it's about
familiar
time he showed
individual.
up.
What the fuck was that, man? Everyone just left.
Yeah, well, generally if you're retreating, you don't want to go deeper into Undermountain. No idea what you guys were thinking.
You told us to go south and we went south.
I meant the other south.
Well, you should have clarified that while you fucked off.
Well, I was a little busy. You know what, with almost dying and all. Besides, you guys got out all right.
Well, we're missing one. Or missing 2, actually.
2, I saw the turtle go down. Who else are we missing?
I count Vermeer as someone that's missing.
I thought he died.
Yeah, he did.
So you know where he is.
It's with the turtle, last I checked.
Huh? The turtle's dead? I thought the turtle just was unconscious
No,
when we last left.
no. The turtle was holding. He was a keeper of the body.
Oh. Well, that'll make things a
Yeah,
little more complicated.
yeah. Before I ran off, and before everyone left, I did manage to bring him back to consciousness with what power I could, and I left. I have no idea what happened to him, and
Well, bringing back the dead's no mean feat.
do you think the drow would have killed him?
Vamir? Almost certainly.
No, the turtle. The mirror didn't have a mark. The turtle didn't have a mark either.
This isn't the first time we've gone through Under Mountain. In all likelihood, Vamir would have. They're probably being tortured, and then they'll soon die.
Atus, I'm not sure how you knew. Yeah. And I know you barely just met us. I'm not sure if your business with us is done, but it would mean a lot to me if maybe you can go with us back over there and
Help us find our
make things
turtle.
right.
Of course, I'm not just going to leave someone to be tortured to death by the drow. It'd be horrible.
I mean, you get to kill a drow.
We can go in the
so
morning, though, because I
was
have
about to say
had
the
it for
same
tonight.
thing. Yeah. This night's been just fucked.
Listen, you guys got a place to stay down here?
No, I don't know anyone around here.
All right. Well, I got access to the safe house earlier. You know, you can all stay there or guess the Harpers.
All right.
Then tomorrow we hit these drow. We retrieve your turtle friend and Vamir's remains.
Yeah. Do you know anyone there that might be able to bring back Vamir?
Down here, no. I'm sure the service can be procured, but the cost would be exorbitant. It'd be much easier to get that kind of service in one of the main temples, such as, say, the Temple of the Sun up in Waterdeep proper.
So have to go back to the first floor?
Well, above the first floor. You know, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I mean the Sun Spire or something like that. There's some big ass temple to Lathander in Waterdeep that's called something Sun. That's where I would suggest taking it.
Yeah. All right.
Sorry, the particulars of that bit of lore escape me at the moment.
That's all right.
That's more lore than I knew.
I was never terribly religious myself. I don't really know the temples too well. Yeah, but that sounds like
I'm
a
not
great
one
plan.
to patronize the temples excessively, but it helps to have friends in high places. Some places are higher than others.
Yeah. Well, I'm ready to go whenever you are to your place.
Well, I'm going to finish my drink, and then we can go. I'm sure Kaldani would serve you all drinks if you wanted them. I'm sure you have coin of your own to spend.
Yeah, let's get a drink. A big one.
All right. So how much are you guys spending on booze?
4 silver. I just have the 1 ale. The Spires of the Morning. That's what it is.
I want the girliest drink. I want this drink to be like, I'm not even drinking alcohol. And I want to drink enough to where I get drunk as fuck. So in other words, I think I want like a bunch of wine coolers.
So how quiet does the inn go when she asks for that?
Pretty quiet.
All right, I start the laughter.
The tavern follows suit with you.
I'm gonna be like pretty upset and a bit crabby about that. And I say, just give me some fucking vodka and
Look, Callie, it's Skullport. You're not gonna find your fancy drinks here.
mm, does she have the equivalent of a screwdriver? Callie will settle for that.
Yeah. Equivalent of a screwdriver exists.
Yes. I wish to get drunk as fuck.
I want to see Callie drunk as fuck, so I will keep like making sure she gets drinks with her own money.
All right, yeah.
So how much of Callie's money do I spend getting Callie drunk?
How long do you spend attempting to get her drunk?
Here's the thing.
Let's see. I think we
I
still
hand the
have like
tavern.
3 hours before we can take a long rest. So
This is true.
Callie would have been comfortable spending 3 gold getting drunk as fuck with vodka screwdrivers. That's a retarded cost, but she's done it before. She just hands the tavern keep that much, and she's like, I want to forget about what the fuck just happened earlier.
So yeah, pretty drunk.
all right. So I like I said, I had my 1 ale, and as I get the party drunk, I'd like to ask Caldani if she's heard any. After everyone's good and liquored up, so they have no memory of this happening. I don't want to burn my contacts. I ask her if there's anything going on that I should know about.
The Xanathar Guild is still a problem around here. And, well, most of the town's closed down because of that. You have seen an interesting character around here. Like a traveling salesman.
Hey,
Interesting
Oh,
characters
there he
are
is.
always interesting.
buddy. Hey, buddy. You got that there? You got that fancy drink, don't you? Look like you look like a discerning customer. Is what you look like. Let me tell you, I got just the thing for you. I got this right here, this goblet. Now you take your old drink. Let me see your drink here. He's gonna pick up your drink. Now you take this thing, you drop, boom, it's gonna crash all over. He's gonna drop it, and it's gonna crash all over the fucking floor. Coincidentally, it's gonna pull up your drink. Now I got this here goblet. You take this thing, you put whatever you want in it, you drop it. Look at this thing, delicate, finest crystal you ever did see. Look at it, pretty as a picture. You pour this full of whatever. Hey, barkeep, pour something in this. Like it's running on his tab, right? Her tab? Whose tab is this?
Yeah, it's on Callie's tab.
Callie's looking like entranced by this salesman. Shit like this happened before at the very tippity top.
I don't suppose he has like green hair and a really ugly short beard.
Pour something in his glass. Come on.
Yeah. No, I put some my screwdriver on it.
Take this goblet. He's gonna drop it. Now you see this goblet here. No matter what you do to this goblet, you can drop this thing and throw it around the room. It ain't gonna do anything to it. He's gonna take the goblet. He's just gonna drop it. It's gonna bounce right back up. Completely empty because the screwdriver went everywhere. But it's gonna bounce right back and it's gonna catch it. Like this thing, you can do whatever you want. You can use it. Wear it down. It'll never break, never shatter. It'll throw it against the wall, bounce back. He'll catch it again. This goblet can be yours. Only 2 gold. 2 gold.
Do you have it in knives?
Knives.
Yeah, that'd be handy.
You mean like a knife that can bounce?
Like a knife, like a dart? Like a knife?
Well, let me check here.
Yeah, if you got it in a dart form, I would love that actually, because I fucking hate retrieving the darts after I throw them. Do you play darts?
Well,
I
yes,
play
sir, I do.
darts.
Hey, what do you say though? Too gold for this fine guy. Well, no, you know what? No, I understand. You see right through me here. You're a discerning customer. You got the eye. Yeah, I don't see it very this often. So,
Kelly burps.
who's got the? I got this here. This item. This item's special. I want you to look at this ring. You ever see a ring like this before? It's gonna hold up a perfectly ordinary looking ring.
Yeah.
Well, you may have seen a ring like this before, but you ain't seen a ring like this before. Now, what this ring does? Now, you look like you got trouble with the ladies. Wait, you are a lady. You. He's gonna point to the guy next to her. You got trouble with the ladies. I mean, hey, I understand. Hey, I mean, women can't live with them, can't bury them in your backyard.
Is he pointing in back row?
No, I believe he's pointing at me.
Yeah. Mackerel does not look like he has trouble with the ladies. Mackerel looks like he has the opposite problem.
Yep.
Is a genuine horse stone ring. Not a single one like it. Finest production I ever did. You take this ring, and this ring, it'll save you more money than any lawyer, any cost, anything else. Because let me tell you, what you do, you slip this on your girlfriend, your spouse, your lover, your pet horse, your whatever. You slip it on that finger when you're getting ready to pop that big old question. And big old mouth pop out of this thing, call her a horse. She's been a whore on. It's the most fantastic thing you ever did see. Guaranteed to spot a whore at 30 feet.
So how are you carrying it silently?
Well,
Is this causing Mackerel to ping if he's wearing this?
you got me there, son. Now, you see, it's a special action. You got to put the ring on, you see. And if an infidelitous woman puts this ring on,
Oh, woman, okay.
I mean, we thought about making
A lot of horse
we
monkey.
couldn't get it shut the hell up. Yeah, if you get what I mean. But no, this
Oh
ring.
yeah, I get you.
This ring. Now, I'm going to level with you. Ring like this doesn't come cheap. But it'll save you money. I mean, just think of the cost of a divorce. You'll be finding this out 5 years, 10 years from now. You'll be paying for a lawyer. You'll be going through the civil system. Oh, it's just woe and worry and terrible stuff. But this ring, for the cost of 20 gold, will save you all that trouble, all that worry and woe. What do you say? Hell, you don't believe me? You can go take it down to the whorehouse, test it out right now.
I like you.
Well, hey, I like you too. I mean, not in that way though. I mean,
Oh, of course.
I ain't that fun. I mean, I ain't that fun.
Does this guy have a name for us to not say 3 times?
Oh yeah, I suppose I ought to introduce myself. Let me find his fucking name here. Hold on 1 second.
Bug drink.
I'm May Shlomi. How you doing?
May Shalomi.
Maze Shalomi.
Maze Shalomi.
Snake oil salesman. Hey,
I'm Callie Edge. Nice to meet you.
Hey, that's nice to meet you. You don't seem like you're the hardy adventurer type.
Oh yeah, I could take a punch and I could give one back.
But maybe, just maybe. Now hear me out. I got another proposition. You guys, you see a lot of that there dungeon delving, that explorations where you find all that there loot, treasure. And
Oh yeah. That's my profession. So I'm an archaeologist, and I finds the monies and the treasures and I yoinks them. Mm-hmm.
Now, see, I've been down here. I've been trying to scrounge up new materials, new things to sell, new merchandise.
Yeah.
I could maybe use, on a commissionary type of basis here, shall we say, an escort, an accoutrement, bodyguards,
Yeah.
people to stand in front of me.
Maybe we are kind of in the middle of something, though.
But you're interested in loot, right?
Oh, fuck.
I didn't realize.
I can smell that.
Was that real or fake?
Yes.
I mean, is it possible to do a fake burp?
Oh
Sufficiently
god, this
Very-
shit
back?
burns. Fuck.
It's his first time down in Skullport. But yeah, see, we're gearing up for in the morning, heading on a rescue mission. A
Rescue mission.
Yeah, a rescue mission against the Drow. Now you know what comes with rescue missions in Drow territory, right? Drow gold.
Monies. Mm-hmm. Then
Drow
electrum
gold
pieces.
and Drow magic items.
The devil's gold electrum pieces, my man.
So, why don't you come with us? Cut you in for a share, and you help us get our buddy back.
You're gonna love him. He's a big turtle.
We'll deal with you to try and get you to come on with me. But hell, I'll do that too. I was gonna offer you the fine services of a discerning craftsman and merchant, as such as
So you a bard, right?
Bard. No, sir. No, sir. I am a fine artist, craftsman of extraordinary quality.
Oh, okay. You a thief. All right.
Hey, I resemble that remark. No, that's not
How do you know that my wares are sourced and people know what they buy up front and they buy it willingly?
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, the rule down here, after all, is caveat emptor.
All sales are final.
No, I do have 2 questions for you before we agree on this. It's the same question, but about 2 different groups. What are your opinions on the Xanathar Guild and the Zentarum?
Well, sir, I tell you, I don't really dabble much in politics.
Insight.
He really doesn't. You get the feeling that as far as politics are concerned, the only rulers he's ever cared about are the ones printed on.
Right. Perfect. Perfect for our use, then. Well, then, why doesn't Callie buy you an ale, and we can welcome you to the party?
Hey, fantastic! I'll tell you what. Sign of good faith, just to show you that I'm not all hot air. I'll give you one of my pieces of merchandise. Now this right here, this is a fine, beautiful ring. Now look at this right here. This ring, as you can see, pure gold band and a nice diamond gemstone setting.
That is a nice ring.
Now, as he says this, you're going to hear his voice very loudly shout liar. But he's not going to be the one saying it. You'd swear it came from the ring. Okay. Maybe I'm stretching the truth here a little. This is really just, it might not be, gold and diamond, okay? This is actually cubic zirconium with a nice, like a nice, gold plate on the ring. And you're gonna hear that liar again, same tone, exact same sound. It's like, okay, fine. It's glass. Glass on iron pyrite. This ring will shout liar anytime a merchant lies within 30 feet. I don't know why the hell I ever made this goddamn thing. I've been trying to get rid of it. Never should have made it. Yours for the absolutely free cost of never letting it within 30 feet of me ever again. Goddamn.
Deal. Now I hold out my hand for the ring.
And I give it to him. Oh, fuck. I'm not going to be able to do that voice too much to make my throat a little sore.
Oh, I bet. Still, that was really well done.
That was S plus, man. I was very
S
thoroughly
plus,
entertained.
yeah, triple S.
Give yourself a information. We'll all help you.
I've been brewing this up for a couple weeks. This is why I say when I make a character, I have to be inspired by something or other, like come up with something and try and work. So when I do, I come up with stuff like this.
It's a pretty decent impression. Better
Hey,
than
look,
decent.
there he is.
Wait, who is?
Sleuth.
Oh.
It me.
Zalira with her,
Friend.
yeah. Her cocooned friend.
Oh.
I made it comfortable. I put the hammocks inside of the chains.
Wait, what?
Oh, right. So the fight went south, so I grabbed one of the officer-looking dudes and I bolted.
I'm just staring blankly at Zalira, being drunk as fuck. Huh?
What happened?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Oh,
You just took one of them?
Yes.
Sleuth. You're at Skullport.
Oh. So the river got us there?
Yep.
Yeah, I took a voyage with Death himself. Or herself. I couldn't tell because it was a skeleton.
Delivered by Charon himself.
Yeah, you gotta check the hips.
Yeah,
The
they did
hips
have
are
hips.
a good way to tell.
Mm.
The hips don't lie.
There were some thick hips, weren't they?
You just missed Spectre's great snake oil salesman.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he was doing a really good Beetlejuice impression.
Oh yeah, he was trying to fast talk us into buying this while shoving that in our pocket. You know, it's
What are you trying? I believe he succeeded.
I mean, he didn't gain anything other than getting rid of the ring, but it worked.
I mean, getting rid of a ring like that is a win in its own right.
What?
Liar! Does it say liar?
Actually, it's more about liar.
the whoring. I couldn't believe he said that.
I'm not sure when I came up with it, but I when I came up, it was like, oh, this is perfect. I got to figure out a way to use this something. The fucking Horstone ring.
I both love and hate that even in D&D, we still can't get away from Spectre's weird obsession with horse pussy.
Wait, where's that come into it?
I don't know. That's just really random.
Well, it was. He mentioned the horse when he
A
was talking about,
Horstone ring, not horse. Whore.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
I believe he did say you could put this Horstone ring on your girlfriend, your fiance, your wife, your pet horse.
That's what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
I missed the pet horse.
Yeah, he just snuck it in there. But I noticed.
Callie was too drunk to notice that.
Oh no.
Hey, Mrs. Can I take a screwdriver to go? You got
Does Skullport
water
have open
skins?
carry laws?
Does Skullport have laws?
That's a good question.
Skullport has an open carry law so far as, if someone sees you with a drink, they might try to take your drink, but
Or they'll just trip you.
that too. Or give you a wedgie, or mug you, or beat you up, stuff you in a box, and cut your fingers off. It's Skullport, who knows?
So it'll be real easy to find my crime buddies.
Now,
Mrs. Caldani, can I get a screwdriver to go? Yeah. I got this water skin here, but it would be great if you got like another water skin or something like that. I don't know, a flask.
Do you still have money?
Yeah. How much?
Now we're stuck with an alcoholic.
2 silver.
I take that back. She's not an alcoholic.
Deal. And I hand her 3 silver.
She's a drunk.
And 5 copper. And an electrum.
And we stop her before she gives away all her damn money for just.
She takes it,
it's her money. If she wants to give it away, that's her problem.
pulls it across the table, and
Wait, how much money was that? I need to put that down on my character sheet.
2 silver.
No, you said
Okay.
3 silver, 5 copper, and an electrum.
Silver. 3 silver, an electrum, and 5 copper. But Zalira's telling you 2 silver.
I'm putting it down on my character sheet. Okay. Thank you,
Of course,
Mrs.
that's me.
Did she hand me a flask?
yes.
Well, thank you. Can we go now?
Guild.
My stomach's like a little upset.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is there something like Count Donnie, do you have anything with this stomach ache? Do you have a thing? Is that a thing?
No, we have no cures for hangovers here.
Oh.
We'll make you a prairie oyster.
That is not entirely true. The greatest cure for a hangover is more alcohol the next day.
Yeah.
Oh, it just
Well,
makes
I
it
suppose
worse
it
the
could
next
poison you,
day.
and if you die, your hangover ends. They'll make the
There's
pain
also
stop.
that. There's also
I
that.
mean-
You tell somebody when you're poisoning them.
You could have your cleric heal you.
Oh, Callie gets really sad all of a sudden.
Says a wind on the breeze.
Callie gets really sad all of a sudden. Can
Hey,
we
Zalir,
move?
didn't you say you had a prisoner?
Oh yeah, I do. More of a cocoon, but a prisoner, yes.
Where'd you stash him?
Yeah, where did I stash him?
So Lyra's with a bedroll with chains and some faint.
Yeah. Yeah, you do hear him coming from the massive pile of shit on her back.
Ah, okay. You said there were lots of empty, derelict buildings and warehouses and stuff here, right?
Yeah.
So we have a perfect spot to set up an interrogation.
Well, don't you got that for a safe house, where the people do the thing?
I'm not showing
and
the
they have
fucking drow where
tools?
the safe house is. Are you nuts?
Oh, you can't even see shit right now. You wouldn't know a fucking thing, right?
Drow finds out the safe house. I kill the drow. End of story.
Okay.
See, this way, if we use a disposable location, we can offer the drow its freedom in return for cooperation. Otherwise,
And
we're just offering it a cleaner death. It's a lot less of an incentive than freedom.
Okay. Oh, is this the part where we go places? I like that. I like going to abandoned places and just kind of wandering around. That's always fun.
Yeah,
Are we going?
Yeah, let's go. Can I find us an abandoned shop or warehouse or something?
Finding one isn't hard. Is there a particular place you'd like to try to be?
Just someplace without people.
A place where his screams
Okay.
won't alert too
Uh,
many.
I mean, it's
As-
Skullport. No one gives a shit about his screams. It's more I don't want other people to see or hear what he says.
As the
Yeah.
scout of the party, I feel responsible for making sure that no one's, looking with the potential to interfere. May I roll
Yeah, you
either
think you
perception or
can
investigation with disadvantage?
Gilbert.
Yes.
While everybody's doing this, do I know how far away a contact to buy my wares would be? The wares I retrieved in the cave. The drow.
Which wares?
I'm looking to fence the drow.
You're looking to fence the drow.
Yeah. Like I hand it over to him over to Atus, and then I go find one of my buddies to buy him as soon as Atus is done with them.
Oh, yeah. What's your alignment?
That certainly doesn't sound very good to
No,
me.
I just ask specifically to determine the contact.
Totally not neutral evil. That would be
Yeah.
evil.
Yeah, you know a guy. Give me a second. Have to,
I'm not super picky about who I work with, as long as I get to choose the actual work and get paid.
do- um, sorry, I know there's a. I'll get back to that in a second. It'll take me a moment to find that. Let's handle that interrogation. Start with.
So do I do the thing where I look or
Well,
investigate?
I suppose. Yeah, you can roll with disadvantage to try to think of a good spot to do the interrogation. Atus.
Oh no, Atus is looking for the spot. I'm trying to see if anyone's like nearby or whatever the fuck.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, Atos, you found a good spot.
So I'm on the lookout.
Up on the second floor, kind of towards one of the cave walls on one of the large stalagmites.
Great.
And one of the ruined boats on top. Okay, and Callie, you're searching for what?
I'm searching for people that are like suspicious, getting closer. They're
Okay,
that kind of shit.
all right. Make your roll. You know, um, there's this snake oil salesman who's following around. He's kind of shifty.
I want to talk
There's
to
also
him.
there's also all right, yeah.
I talk to the snake oil salesman.
Hey, how much time has passed, by the way?
Like from your introduction,
Yes.
maybe like all the drinks, maybe like a hour.
Ah, okay.
So he's put on 20 different faces since then.
You guys still have like 2 hours before you can take a long rest. All right, yeah. So, Atos, you said you wanted to interrogate the drow.
Yep. So is the drow bound in any way besides just being stuffed into a sack full of shit?
He is quite literally cocooned.
He is also buried in about 50 feet of chains and 200 feet of rope.
Okay.
And 15 bedrolls.
All right.
He's dead.
Just,
He's
you know,
fucking dead. He
just,
couldn't breathe.
The bare essentials, things I had on hand.
Right. Okay, so I didn't do it just to leave him just simply restrained. And I frisk him to make sure he doesn't have anything on him.
Well, he has all of his armor.
Does he have his dignity?
Yeah, I don't care if he has his armor. It's more like, does he have any concealed weapons?
Oh. Okay, yeah. Make a investigation.
Investigation. Okay. I'm very investigative.
That moment when the drunk scout would be far more investigative than
Yep.
the sober.
You don't find any concealed weapons or cyanide tablets or anything like that on this person.
Great. Okay. So I ask him, so I see, is he conscious?
Yeah, he's conscious.
All right. And I said, well, my name is Atus. What's yours?
Oh, son of a bitch. I have to look up his name.
That's rule number one in interrogation. You ask for the name, the things that are easiest to give, and then you go from there.
Yeah, give me a second.
You got to build rapport before. You got to build rapport. You can't just start threats of torture. There's no art to that.
Says you.
This
Why
guy's
can't your
name
introduction be this?
is
Greg.
D's nuts 29.
Ralvar. Give me a second. I'll type that up for you.
Okay.
It's probably
Say
not going to be
Ralvar.
important. Little do we know.
Yeah, this guy turns out to be a recurring villain. He says his name is Ralfar. Or some shit like that.
Well,
I don't know how you pronounce
Ralfar
that as an elf.
It would seem you've gotten yourself into a bit of a pickle here, haven't you?
Indeed.
Well, good news for you. Your associates managed to capture one of our party, and we captured you. Now, obviously, they're not just going to take you back and give us our friend, so we have to think about alternative ways for you to earn your freedom. You follow?
Kind of nods cautiously.
Great. So, you tell us how many of your compatriots there are, how, if there's any priestesses, spellcasters, driders, what have you, and where they are, and where they would have taken our friend. And then, we'll tie you up, and in the morning, we'll go rescue our friend. Should your information check out, you'll be free to go. If it doesn't, and that's when I pull out a hammer and one python from my bag. Things will not go so well for you. And then I pull out another python. And another. I have 10 pythons. I slowly pull them out. And I said, I'm sure I can find a use for these.
Make an intimidation check.
Okay.
-2.
Spooky, scary.
Yeah, you can see him starting to sweat a little bit. But he seems to be holding a straight face.
So, you can give up your friends or die. Badly.
Cut him up yet?
Look at it this way. If you're the sole survivor of their little party, that surely makes you the strongest of them. I'm sure that would be of some benefit to you.
Are you attempting to deceive or persuade?
That's persuasion. That's me playing more because to his drow. Well, it's probably a her to her drow society because they kind of get ahead. It's a guy. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's a bee.
I thought it was a fucking hell. Well, never mind then. I
Well,
wouldn't
in
have
that
said that
case-
to a guy because he can't. He's basically one level above the slaves anyway, no matter how good he is. So
That's
really, the
true.
best he can hope for is if he's not a zealot, freedom. If he is a zealot, we're fucked in terms of interrogating him. So I guess he's starting to sweat and stuff after the intimidation.
Yeah, he is starting to sweat a little bit after the intimidation.
Well, you've got some time.
Sad to hear this guy might be completely worthless. I mean, will they even want him?
I only grabbed him because he was in the way.
Well, they'll want him back if for no other reason than to execute him themselves, probably with torture, for having the dishonor of being captured by us surface folk. I mean, really, if he wanted to... I'm saying this to macro, but loudly enough that the prisoner could hear. So really, his best choice would be to give them up. We kill all of them, and then they'll just assume the whole unit got wiped out, and he's basically free to go do whatever he wants. But he has to be willing to take that leap.
All right. As this is all right. So as he kind of stews on that, he does pipe up and reveal that the drow that took War Turtle likely took him to a spider hatchery that they have back on the 3rd level, where they are likely planting spider eggs inside of him in order to use him as a kind of incubator.
Sounds gross.
Also names the drow priestess in charge of this whole operation.
I could grab
A
her.
Trissa Alvirindar. Give me a second while I type that out.
I see. Do I know anything? Is this a well-known name to me, or is this just a nobody?
Not so much well known, so much as recent breaking news.
Okay, what was the news?
Basically, you would have heard that drow forces led by her had driven the second had driven the Legion of Azrock out of half of the old city on that level. The Legion of Azrock is a hobgoblin legion that used to control the 3rd level up until the drow pushed them out. They've been fighting over that level for the last few weeks.
Interesting. Good to know. And where would I find this priestess?
He directs you, based on his directions, to a section of the dungeon located just past the catacombs near the stairwell to level 2.
Okay, so we basically passed right by it.
Yes. He also mentions that there is a back way into that area by way of the river.
The way we got here.
Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that. I'm a wonderful navigator.
He mentions that there are Drider on this floor, but he is not aware of specifically where they are located. Yeah.
Okay. I have one more question for you. When they implant these eggs, how long do they take to hatch?
Day 4.
Within 24 hours.
No.
Oh, good. So we have enough time.
Yep.
All right. Well, I gag him back up and tie him up like I said I would, and I say, well, in the morning we're going to go get our friend back. Should your information check out, I'll come back and release you. Should it not, well, it won't go well for you. And then I leave.
We get to kill you.
So can I just make like one general insight check, like how good of an intel that was? Like was he trying? Is he leading us into a trap, or is he actually like giving us decent intel? Just like a general feel for how he was behaving.
Yeah. Fire away with that insight check. Yeah, you think he's been pretty honest. Not very
Okay.
high on the totem pole, but he didn't seem to be withholding it.
Right. The whole aspect that he'll be free to make up whatever story he wants, do whatever he wants, probably helped. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, it is.
Um,
Hey, it is.
Yeah.
Hey, ain't you glad he ain't us?
Oh my god.
And then I punched the drown.
Oh, that is.
I got this stupid smile on my face.
I just give you like this blank look. I look back at the drow. I look back at you. I don't get it.
It's okay.
Atus, if you have a moment.
For you, I have several.
I know some people who would be interested in meeting our new friend and would be more than happy to send a quick coin our way if they could meet him after we're done. Do you care about this guy? I only ask because I like you. You've been
Yeah.
very useful.
So how I feel about that guy? Gilbert, can I make another insight check? Do I feel he's gonna go like try to be free and good, or is he just gonna go right back to being some evil drow fucker?
Make another insight check.
About average.
Well, a little hard to get a read that much on him. I mean, he is a drow.
Oh, he's a male, if that tells you anything. So they're
Well,
less
yeah, and I'd
ambitious,
say
but
not entirely sure. Go with your judgment on that. He was hard to read.
No, I don't really care about him one way or the other.
Wonderful. I'm going to sell them as soon as we're done.
Sell him
All right,
to who exactly?
people. They're locals. He
Allow
won't
me.
leave the city.
Well, I'd actually prefer he leave the city in that case. Many of the locals who would buy such slaves are not exactly our friends. You're strengthening our enemies.
Do you have a better idea?
Well, we could just kill him and dump his body in the river.
We don't get paid for that, do we?
No, but it doesn't strengthen our enemies. What would you prefer? Stronger, weaker enemies or gold?
um. Hmm.
You don't have to make a decision tonight. We can sleep on it, get our friend back, and we can decide afterwards what we want to do with him. After all, he may have been lying to us entirely, in which case we're going to want to send a message. So think about it, sleep on it. After we rescue your turtle friend, we will decide what we want to do with him then. How about that?
Okay. What about those people you work for? Do they have a presence in the city?
Some, though we generally prefer not to flaunt our presence.
Do they have any use for a prisoner?
Him? No. The use for him would be just the use I got out of him. He's... I don't know how much you know about Drow society, Zalier, but male Drow are not exactly high up on the totem pole. In fact, they are generally relegated to one step above slaves. He knows no high-level information. He has no high-level access that's worthwhile turning him. As a prisoner, he is useful only so much as he can give us certain local tactical information that he was personally aware of. Beyond that, he's worthless.
What about this priestess?
Priestesses of Lolth are almost universally fanatics. She will fight us unto death, whether it's hers or ours. Turning her would be nearly impossible. And should we succeed in turning her, there is a good chance she would be found out quickly, and her usefulness as a spy would be short. As for the name, she's a recent up-and-comer. Her unit drove out some hobgoblins from that area recently. I don't know if she has deeper ties to the matrons back in begins with an M and it's some really long word for the main city of the Drow in the Underdark.
Yeah,
It's like Menzo Barazin.
Something like that.
So politically, I don't know if killing her will rain down shit on our heads. The good news is they already hate the Harpers, so me killing her won't actually make our situation much worse.
You're not making my job much easier with this. That's unfortunate.
Oh, you were trying to be friends with the Drow?
No, I was trying to make money.
I'm not saying you can't sell him. I'm saying sell him to, like, some people headed to Chult or something. You know, I'm sure they could use galley slaves.
Hmm.
Speaking of which, Gilbert, would I, through my contacts, know of a expedition heading to Chult that might be willing to pay for an extra body to come along?
Hmm. Um. Yes.
Great. So I tell Zalira, I know of. I have a contact who's putting together an expedition down in Chult. When this is over, I can reach out to him and see what his offer is. Because this will both get you some money and get the guy out of our hair without strengthening our enemies here.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. I'll consider it. Might not be so bad after all. Alright, well, that was all I needed to talk about.
Oh Lord.
Okay. So I
Can we
think,
go?
yeah, so I think I show everyone the safe house and we sleep.
Yes, sleep.
Huzzah, sleep.
All right. 8 hours go by. You have
So,
completed your long rest.
Excellent.
Currently, well, I mean, you guys wouldn't know this, but for math reasons, it is now 7 in the morning.
so Gilbert, out of curiosity and no intent to do it, cough cough, what trouble would I expect for getting caught pickpocketing in Skullport?
Anything from getting your teeth bashed in to getting your skull bashed in.
Does being able to run fast affect that?
Uh, it depends on who you pickpocketed.
Hey, before we leave, is there a general goods store we can go to right quick?
Yeah.
Do they happen to buy, what is it, like adventuring items or whatever, like treasures?
Skullport will basically work like the surface, so if you need to buy stuff, you can.
Oh,
Stuff.
can I? Oh, okay.
Do they buy
Is there a
second?
money
Well,
exchanging service?
there's not a money exchanging service down here, but I mean,
Do they buy second-hand equipment?
this is Skullport, so it's not really classy. You don't think you'd get quite the same deal for your fancy art objects down here as you would up on the surface.
Well, it would still be half off for regular adventuring gear, right?
Oh, yes. Regular adventuring gear would sell at the same price. The art objects themselves would not necessarily.
All right,
Re-
that's fine.
Regular adventure gear is useful here. It's a great thing to use to bash somebody's skull in, or to break their teeth, or to pull their teeth out, or to pull their skull out. That's fun too.
Uh, I'd like to sell 2 daggers, a hand crossbow, and a short sword. Oh, and also I'm carrying a longsword. Can I leave this longsword behind at the safe house, Atis? It was supposed to be Vermeer's.
I don't see why not.
Yeah. I
I
better turn in that bark too. Also, while I'm at it, I'd like to look at the symbol and study it a bit, but I'm gonna turn in the Harper's album that had Vermeer's name on it, along with the longsword to whoever Atis would point me to, who does the logging and shit.
I don't think you understand quite how this works. Just
I don't.
I'll take the emblem. I'll deal with that. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Did he have any other personal effects that his family might want?
I really wish he was quite well, it was emulated.
Shame.
No.
Okay. I set the emblem down with the. Actually, no, I keep the emblem because there's things with that. Yep.
I would like to make a few of my own second-hand sales. I have a lot of second-hand weapons. Nobody needs a great axe, right? Heavy crossbow, 16 morning stars.
Ah, that reminds me, I did take a few pole arms from last session. I'll sell those too. Let me see. It looks like 2 halberds or glaives. Which was it?
2 halberds and 1 glaive.
Thanks.
Also, that's your job to keep track of that.
Yep. I sell the things.
Ah, here's my pencil. All right. Yep.
Oh, do they sell the fancy arrows here? The masterwork arrows? Gilbert?
No,
Is there a place here in Skullport that does that?
there is not.
All right.
We're basically in a pirate city. Don't expect anything very masterfully crafted or particularly well made. So unless anybody has objections, this is all going into the secondhand sales pile.
What about that painting? We're gonna sell that,
Not here,
This
it's
is
not
an
going to get much.
art object.
right? We have to sell that somewhere.
Well,
Yeah.
sell it
can.
up in Waterdeep rather than Skullport.
Yeah.
We'll fetch a much better price up there.
So I'll take the silence as nobody wants anything out of that pile, so I'll sell it all.
I feel like we should have a conversation about party funds. I'm not really sure. Because that resurrection is going to be very costly. We'll worry about that later, though.
Yeah. I mean, if Zalir sells all that stuff, she was the one carrying it, just put it on her sheet.
Yeah. So, we got a place to be.
Hey, where's my calculator?
Oh, before I forget, I'll go ahead and get my familiar back and spend 20 gold to get 2 more uses of that. because that is something I'm gonna want. Well,
Mm,
my memory's a bit fuzzy, but I assume we sell the things. Atis, I assume you know a way back into the dungeon, yeah?
Yes.
Does anyone else have a business before we take off?
Gilbert, if I have half of a gold, can I swap the 5 silver for 1 electrum just because I'm a drow and drow are assholes like that?
Go ahead and pull out the map. This is the last thing I got drawn.
I'm sorry, what?
So if I'm getting 5 silver for something, can I just take 1 electrum instead because I'm a drow and drow are assholes like that?
No.
Damn.
All right. So what are you all doing?
So my memory's a bit fuzzy, but
Well, what's his name? Ralph told us about a back way in along the river. Is the ferryman still in the Skullport Harbor?
Yeah, you look out the window, you can see him.
Why don't we just take the boat?
sure. He's kind of quiet. Don't mind him or her.
That's fine with me.
Check my equipment. Everything's good. Okay, ready to go. Why do I have this flask of? Oh, that's nice. Okay.
Well, it's either alcohol or horse piss, and I'm not sure which.
Nah, this smells like you know, it does taste kind of no, not taste, but smell kind of funny. I'll worry about it later. Anyway,
Okay, so I guess we all pile on to the ferryman, and I give him the same directions I got from the drow.
All right. So, you guys begin traveling up the river. Takes about
15 men on a dead man's chest.
it takes about an hour to get there, going up against the current and everything. You pass by a familiar stretch of river. You catch another bank, and at the end of this, you see a small, about 20-foot wide opening side of the river tunnel. That would seem to be your destination.
Okay.
mage armor. Yeah. Okay. So we're looking for like a spoder place, or
Indeed.
I'd like to pop detect magic. Is there any spooky magic going on around us?
Can you repeat what you just said?
I'm gonna use detect magic. I have it at will for my feet. Is there any spooky magic going on around us?
Just the skeleton and the boat.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
that's right.
fine.
Is he asking for payment?
He is holding out his hand.
How many
How many
people
of
are on the
us-
boat?
1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
All right. I put 6 copper coins in his hand, and I see what he does.
He retracts his hand, tucks the copper into his robe.
Excellent.
Oh. I wondered how much you wanted. I guess it's just 1 copper. I wonder who did this. Very interesting. Curious. With a skeleton, that is.
It just looks like Callie. Like Callie's special.
Well, I know it's a mad mage, but it's just really weird.
I don't think he would do this if he was mad. I think he's actually quite a happy person if he's willing to help.
The thing you gotta ask is where's all that money going?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Into
just
his
want
rib
copper.
cage, of course.
Replacement
Where it
cloaks.
falls.
Is there just a small mountain of copper on the floor between the skeleton's legs?
He's probably got a coin pouch somewhere in those robes.
Horrible hole made onto his rib. He just sticks the money inside. It goes to a different dimension.
As
Oh,
you
that
guys are
gives me an idea. We just need to be able to make a bag of holding.
As you are all standing there on the shore, chatting, you hear a shrieking coming from deeper in the cave. Does anybody here speak Elvish?
Yes,
Yes.
and Zalera. And
All right. Yeah, you hear a shrieking voice that just keeps shouting, "Make it stop! Make it stop!"
Oh, that
As
captures an elf.
a large spider drops to the center of this room, well, this cavern. Although in place of a spider's head is the upper torso of a drow.
What?
Spoder Drow.
Oh,
Spoder Drow does whatever a Spoder Drow does. Have no time to hide. It is
that.
initiative time. Look out.
we
Here
found the
comes Spoder
dryers.
Drow.
Are we rolling initiative?
I imagine we are. Is the thing like
I-
burst out of him, or is it like made? He is half.
It's a dried
drow
or
and half.
one.
Oh.
Are you guys going to attempt to kill it?
Yeah.
We gotta.
Is it
mean, it
attacking?
Is it? Is it
evil as
hostile?
fuck.
I mean, is it attacking us? Is it hostile? Like what?
No, it's currently just thrashing around to the center of the room, shouting, "Make it stop!"
Oh,
Oh, it's the one in distress. What's wrong?
What do you mean, what's wrong? You've been turned into a drider. It's not a pleasant process.
maybe it has.
I call out in Elvish. Make what stop?
Did anyone bring a can of Raid by chance?
Make a persuasion check at disadvantage. The drider continues to clutch its ears. Continues to shriek, "Make it stop!"
Well,
I mean,
I
I
say we
just
just put.
walk
I
past
say
him.
we just put him down.
No, that'll take too much effort, too much time.
As you attempt to walk
I try to
past
hide.
it,
Fuck this shit.
It lashes out at you. Roll initiative.
Okay.
Should I keep my 12 or roll again?
Roll again.
Oh, well, that's a number.
Okay, let's do this.
I really wish I knew what was wrong with it. Pity.
It's a drider. It's not a pleasant process.
Well, I wouldn't know.
I've been told. Just now by me, but you've been told.
I'm kind of looking a bit incredulous. It's there.
What, do I have something in my teeth again?
Oh, look, there's a thing. You do things.
Oh, right. We were fighting.
Delira.
Atus is in melee with it?
Yes.
The sorcerer. Oh, no.
Doesn't matter who it is, I'm shooting the thing. Alright, what's my number? Hey! That's a number. Level up. But... Oh wait, that should be 37. That should have been 2d10.
Damn, Daniel. That's an opener.
Yeah, that is an opener.
Alright, and then I would like to duck back into shadows. Driders don't have normally as good dark vision as Drow, do they?
Their dark vision is just as good.
Okay. Well, there goes that plan. I'd like to find somewhere to hide. Is there anywhere nearby? Or at least cover to duck behind?
Not really. It's a pretty clear room.
Alright, then I'll just drop to a knee and start aiming.
All right.
That's my turn.
Atus?
Okay. The Drow's wearing metal armor, right? The Drider?
Are you guys D&Ding right now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Would it be possible for if I could grab someone for 2 seconds
we're
to
in
see
combat.
if they connect? Okay.
That's
this Discord.
So is he wearing metal armor?
Yeah, it's wearing metal armor.
I tase the guy.
Nat 20.
Damn, Daniel.
Nat 20.
We ain't having none of this shit tonight.
So I tase the Drider for 23 points of lightning damage, and it loses its reaction.
Damn, that fucker just got tased.
And then I'm going to back off so that I'm not the closest one to it. And that's it for me.
All right. It is now the turn of Mackerel.
Somebody get
Alright.
close.
Yeah, how far away is it?
It is currently 15 feet from you.
Get up in his face, Mackerel.
We do
You know
not
what?
have a
Against my
front
better
runner.
judgment, that's what I'm gonna do. I'll get, I guess, 10 feet closer so that I can.
Nat 20. Nat 20.
It works. I like it.
Oh, I can't nat 20 because this is a wisdom saving throw against Bestoke.
Nat 1. Nat 1.
Really?
Really?
Interesting.
A wisdom saving.
Oof.
It didn't work.
really did.
I think that passes. Yep.
My
All right.
that one chant didn't work.
You win some, you lose some.
But he's standing close. That's all I needed.
Wait, hold on. Is there anything I can do to this? I can't remember if that feature I have works on these.
If you're
No,
worried
I-
about opportunity attacks, you don't really have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any of those.
He lost his reaction from Aegis' shock
Tase.
breath.
Oh,
Stop.
right. He lost his reaction. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, all right. I'm going to use my other 20 feet to go back to where I was. Or I guess 10
Okay.
feet. Actually, no, I'll make it 20.
Okay, you are currently standing in the water.
Okay, maybe not that far. I'll just go back to where I was.
All right. Yeah, because you guys are quite literally like on the shoreline. All right.
Oh, and with my bonus action, I'd like to. Who's gonna run up there? I'll give a Bardic.
I don't think we have any melee people without war total.
So who are you giving it to?
Um,
I mean, if I have to, I'll
Actually-
be the melee guy. I can
all
take
right,
some
then I'll give it to
melee.
Adis. Yeah. Adis has a
I
Bardic.
thought we had another melee guy here.
I don't
No.
think we have any melee guys.
Okay.
We had the turtle, but the turtle's predisposed.
Yeah, this is the
I'm not a
rescue
melee
mission.
yet. I'm gonna grow into a melee, but right
Got
now,
it. Okay. Well, then I'll melee on my next turn. I'll just stay there next time.
All right. So the Drider is it's going to scuttle up to Zalira. Zalira dealt the most. And it's going to start swinging its sword at you.
This is gonna hurt.
Not very much,
Maybe-
apparently.
Maybe not. That's only one hit.
All right. You take 7 slashing damage. Callie?
I don't know where I'm at. Am I within 5 feet of the thing?
Yes.
Oh shit! Fuck! I stab it with Beyblade Dance, but before I do that, I'm gonna use my bonus action to aim. So I'm gonna stand my ground, and then I'm gonna break dance with a short sword. Does a 23 hit?
Oh, 23 hits.
Well, way to
I
be
would
the
hope
first
so.
attack that wasn't an at 20.
Let's see, it's a D6 short sword, sneak attack, 3d6. Takes 19 points of damage, 4 of which is thunder.
All right.
And that's
It
my
is
turn.
Now bloody.
Ooh. Bloody Spoder's a good Spoder.
Wong?
I am going to summon my crossbow and shoot it.
Does a 16 hit?
A 16 does not hit.
Well, then I am done
Uh-oh.
with evil.
Ruh-roh Raggy? Sales?
That was you, Lieutenant. That was you, Spectre.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right. So let's see. Exactly what he can do here. First thing he's gonna do is gonna shout, "Oh, God's coming right toward you." And then he's gonna.
Oh God, it's coming right for us.
Blam.
And 1 sec, I'm still not quite 100% on how this damn thing works.
And then he pulls out a gun and fires it. It's an Eldritch cannon.
And he is gonna hit the what's this thing called again?
A Drider.
He is gonna hit that Drider with Fairy Fire.
Deck save?
No, it's Fairy Fire. Like cube all objects, creatures, save or outlined in a 10-foot dim light. Attacks have advantage on.
Yeah, deck save?
Oh yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Number to beat is 14.
I think it beat it.
It did the thing.
All right, that's gonna be it for him.
Mr. beat me with a better one.
All right. Zalira?
It's still in melee with me, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to take out my knife and rectify that.
All right.
With violence.
Indeed.
That hits?
There's other people in melee with it too.
Yep, I am.
Mm-hmm.
23 damage.
That's near max. That's good.
All right.
That's almost as much damage as my crit did.
Is that all?
And that will be all.
All right. Atos?
I'm gonna taser.
All right.
All right, so it's 16 more lightning damage, and she loses her reaction again. And I'd like to try and get myself in front of her, trying to draw, her attention away from everyone else. But that's it for me.
All right.
Yeah, I'm pulling the whole Agent K eat me thing.
Huh. Mackerel?
All right. Well, this thing is clearly not going to live much longer. I'm just going to shoot it.
Two hits?
All right, and that's the damage.
Yeah, it is not looking well off.
Yeah, of which.
All right. So, the Drider is... Yeah, since Atos is right in front of it, trying to get her to eat him. Yeah, she's going to try to skewer you with her sword.
One hit.
All right.
Huh?
You take 10 slashing damage.
Oh, who takes sense?
Ow.
Ow! That hoy. You okay,
Like
buddy?
that, the sorcerer sheds his mortal coil.
Not quite.
No,
Drink
no,
it,
that would
that's
require
it.
like at least 3 nat 20. Callie?
I continue my Beyblade dance with Booming Blade.
All right.
I'll go ahead and aim again. And I'll draw another short sword even though I can't use it, because why not?
Muscle odds.
Does a 19 hit? I don't think that's right. That's supposed to be 24, I think.
Uh,
It hits
That just
on-
rolled 2d20 and added them together.
Yeah. I assume that hits, yeah?
Yeah. Wait, 2d20 nat?
It had no idea what to do about Heckler and Koch, so it just ignored everything after that.
Oh, okay. In that case,
17 plus 7,
Coach.
24.
yeah. Okay, yeah, that hits.
I better would have known what to do with Smith and Wesson.
And me.
Okay. And 26 points of
Alright.
damage, 7 thunder.
Yep. She looks like she's barely holding on.
That's all I can do.
Wong?
Pet. I want to pet
I feel bad for this creature, but I'm gonna shoot him.
Finish her.
I think that's the most shocking thing I've ever heard you say.
I want a
Oof.
pet rider.
I assume that's a hit.
Mm-hmm.
And he has the sneak attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Hurrah.
Huzzah! I hit her for
Alright,
15
yeah.
points of damage. Magical pierce.
So how would you like her to die?
Just
Shot right in the heart. She stops.
yeah.
And then like her spoder legs like all get together and they do that thing where spoders die.
I want it to be painless as possible, so probably one shot through the chest, blow her heart out the back. You know.
Alright, yeah, her heart blows out the back of her torso. And she slumps into the water.
Did she have
Oh.
anything on her other than a longsword? Because I will yoinks it.
A longbow.
I yoinks it. I
and
do happen to need
12
some.
arrows.
Oh, cool.
Can I take her armor?
So the armor's kind of bonded to her. It's more natural armor.
Can I take my knife and peel it off?
Ew.
You think it'll take a while.
We can always get on the way back. Let's rescue our friend.
How
Yeah.
much does the rider weigh?
Probably like half a ton. That is a very big boy, isn't it?
Something like 500 pounds?
Oh, that's not too bad.
I can carry 500 pounds.
That thing is large though,
You're
isn't
gonna
it? Like it's gonna be.
drag this thing with?
Are you even gonna be able to be sneaky having a large corpse on you?
We'll come back for it.
Yeah. Is anyone injured? I can patch you guys up right quick.
Yeah, I'm injured. You know, where she stabbed me.
Good
I've
as
been
new.
moderately inconvenienced where she stabbed me.
Would you like help patching up?
Mm, I'm not going to be able to help you patch me up. I have no means of healing.
But you take 12. Right, I think we're good to go. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Forwards.
And so we go forth to this boulder layer.
I would like to suggest, since these things are, she is probably not the only rider, and they can climb in the ceilings, that we have somebody keep an eye up.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll keep an eye up. Hey, Kelly, you're the scout, right?
Yeah.
Recon time. We'll
Mm.
follow like 5 minutes behind you. All right. We'll follow like 100 feet behind you, so you can have like a chance to warn us if there's enemies ahead.
I feel better with Zalira with me. I've seen her. She seems to be the sneaky brick.
The sneaky what?
The sneaky brick. It's a term in Wood Elf that you wouldn't. I don't think you would understand. Like I know you understand Elvish more than likely, but it's a Wood Elf thing. It means sneaky. And the briki translates roughly from Dwarvish to drunk.
No wonder the drought turned so many wood elves into riders.
So are you coming or what?
Sure.
So we do the sneaky break together, and we do the recons.
All right. So, first roll me some stealth.
From scales.
Roll me the sneaky roll.
We use the sneaky.
All right, yes. You are pretty sneaky.
Indeed.
So, yeah, you can hear the wind howling in this section of the tunnels as it comes in from the river. Room. So you walk for what feels something like 200, 230 feet until eventually you can oh well I fucked that up. Um
What's wrong?
it's all good. It's all good. You come into a cavern opening. Some webbing exists here on the walls and ceiling. Other than that, the room is empty.
Are you telling us that our princess is not in this castle?
No, there's a tunnel on the north
Okay,
end of the room.
good,
Sorry.
good.
Is there?
No, I'm sorry. I'm just laughing because I accidentally swapped this room with the last room.
So I
Oh,
guess we're going up north.
is there enough room for me to cast detect magic without being heard?
You
Did you lose concentration on it during the fight?
I forgot to roll concentration.
Ah,
yeah, you'd be able to cast it back here.
I
You
will
don't
do
know it's
that.
up ahead, but
I'll,
you think it's
I'll
windy enough.
I'll go back a room, do it there, and then catch up again.
All right. You do so. Detect magic is now running.
Is there anything magical in this room?
There is.
There it is. Gilbert, did you say there is or there is not?
There is not.
Okay. All right, to the next room then.
All right. You guys continue down this about 150 feet. And you find at this point the winds are getting louder and louder. You can see the thick webbing being stirred by it, creating ghostly movements among them.
Ooh, spooky. Look out, Kelly. The ghosts are going to get you.
I'm trying to
At
look
this
at the
point,
ceiling
you guys
for.
are something like 350 feet from the party.
I thought they were keeping track 100 feet behind a trail.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
100
I'm
feet
sorry.
behind him.
My apologies. I must have missed that part. Yeah, you guys would just be leaving the room with the sign that says Drider Encounter.
It's just a sign outside the room that says Drider Encounter. Be cautious.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you guys scouting can see that the tunnel curves out of this larger room west and out of sight.
I guess we go west if there's no other direction. Is there anything here that might be concealed by webbing or something that's obvious?
I'd like to
Sure,
I'd
I'll
like
look.
to check the floor. Yeah.
I check for things. Specifically a turtle shell, but shiny things help too. We still got a fundraiser going on.
All right.
That's not a turtle shell, that's an egg sac. And then it pops open.
Yeah, you find nothing.
Radio. So west?
Next room.
East.
West? I thought you said east.
West.
Okay, west we go.
All right. Follow this tunnel. You reach a corner as it turns north, and you can see 20 feet from you. The tunnel opens up into a series of rooms. From here, you can see 4 female drow. I'm sorry, 2 female drow standing in the back corners of the room. And you can hear screams emanating from that area, or at least down this tunnel.
How far are they from us?
Do any of them sound like turtle scream?
The 2 drow that you see are approximately 50.
I will.
Can I hear war turtle scream? Is war turtle among the screaming?
Make a perception check.
He's a turtle. I doubt that they have a lot of turtles around here.
You do not hear kind of reptilian scream.
I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but okay.
Probably bad.
So we get the party, we oof these drow. Is that the plan?
Yeah. I will go back. Keep an eye on them, and I will sneak back towards the party wave them down, and inform them that there are a pair of drow.
Okay. Well, we can take a pair of drow.
Then I will lead the party back to Callie.
Do we charge?
I'm just waiting for something to happen. As soon as something happens, I'm called. Boom!
I suggest going quiet to start. As just quiet as we can.
Sure, I can shoot from here. Whenever you're ready, on your mark or whatever.
Well, is it possible for us to approach stealthily, or are we going to be out in the open?
Second.
Even if we have to go out in the open, we might be able to get close just by being quiet.
Why can't we just shoot him from here?
So, from where the turn is, it would be 20 feet of straight hallway before it goes into this room.
So they'd have eyes on us, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
We shoot, you charge? Or we all charge?
Well, what I'm thinking, bear in mind me if this sounds bad, I can twin cast a spell, hit both of them, and then I charge in.
I was just gonna run in and grab someone. DM, would I know if Drow would commonly have teleportation spells prepared, like Misty Step? Or is that a little bit more of a personal preference and there's not really a universal thing among Drow?
That's a little more personal.
Alright. Well, if you have something, go ahead and do it.
Okay.
I'll wait for you to do it and then I'll fire.
Alright, I'll sneak up to that corner and peek around it to get eyes on them, so I can cast my spell from hopefully ambush and surprise them.
Yep, and as soon as he does the thing, I do the thing.
I would like to follow them up and with a dagger drawn, just get ready to rush them.
Okay. So I'm hearing that you guys are readying action.
Atus is the catalyst, and then we do things.
Alright, Atus is going to cast a spell. Callie, you said you were... What is the thing that you are doing? Don't say do the thing.
Whenever Atus does like the somatic components of like a spell, he says he's going to twin cast a spell. I fire at the right guard or drow or whatever.
I'll shoot the left one.
Okay. What is Wong? You said that you're going to shoot the left guard.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay. Zalira, what are you doing?
I would like to run in and grapple the further one.
So you're using your action. You're readying your action to dash.
Yes.
Okay. Mackerel, are you doing anything?
No.
And Sail, are you doing anything?
If we fired first, couldn't we get?
Well, let me see. I can. What can I do? I can get ready to grease the floor surrounding.
Okay. What's the range of that spell?
60 feet. Are they more than 60 feet out?
No, you'd be able to get them.
All right.
All right. Atus?
No, I sneak up to the corner, look around it, and I cast my spell.
All right. What do you cast?
I'm twin casting Chromatic Orb, throwing balls of lightning at them. So let's see, that
all right.
is 2 attack rolls then. Either of those hit.
The first one hits, the second one misses.
So, actually, question. Because I'm attacking from surprise, do I have advantage?
That's a good point, you do.
Hey,
I was just crit fishing for the other attack, so.
That's 2 hits.
Okay. Alright, so we'll do the crit guy first. So it was just left and right, so crit on the left.
What kind of damage?
Lightning.
All
Does
right.
33 lightning to that guy. And then the guy on the right takes 20 lightning. And then I charge in.
I do the thing where I fire.
So you have nobody to shoot at.
Oh,
So the floor by those guards is now covered in grease, and a shitload of you charge in.
I didn't charge in. I wanted to fire, but I will not fire if they're oof.
Zalira had readied an action to charge in, so how far did you want to move in?
just gonna grab the further one.
They are both dead.
I make it to
Blasted
the
by
further
lightning
one.
as they slump.
I probably make it to the further one before I realize they're both dead.
There's also grease on the floor.
All right,
I
yeah.
think that does a thing.
As you run in there, there is the grease. Spectre, what's the effect of grease on the floor? She runs into the grease.
10-foot square of difficult terrain. Every creature entering that area, in the area when the spell is cast, or at the end of the turn, have to make a dexterity save or they fall prone.
Zalira, could you make that dex save, please?
I just did with a 22.
All right.
Damn, fellas.
As you kind of get across that grease on your heels, contacting the back wall, you see that in the corners south of you are 2 very startled-looking drow guards.
And then initiative was rolled.
Yes. Everybody, please roll initiative.
May want to drop the greasy bit. Maybe.
Kidding, it's grease. Amazing.
Oh, that's weird. It just turned midnight here, and the message I posted immediately said yes. It's freaky.
Yeah, I can't make it go away. Make it just is for a minute.
Oof.
It'll be fine. We've got one of the most coordinated people on the team in it. And Atus.
I
Who's
like
also
that.
fairly, and also a couple of corpses.
All
Ooh,
right.
how
So,
heavy are drow normally?
About as heavy as
Um,
elves, probably like 100-ish, typically.
I think their average weight is like 130 to like 180.
Yeah.
Do do do. Here. So, yeah, she is going to pull her crossbow, her hand crossbow. Okay, yeah. So she's going to, actually, no, she's not going to draw her crossbow. She's going to draw her short sword and walk up to Zalira and attempt to stab her.
Is she in the grease?
She would actually. So here's the save.
14 is the number to
And she slips and falls on her ass with an oof.
All according to plan.
Well, seeing how that fails, she's going to put away that well, she's just gonna lay down that short sword and pull out her hand crossbow and attempt to shoot you.
Really?
From prone.
Rummaging around her
Yes, from
shit.
prone.
Don't attacks from prone have disadvantage?
This is arranged.
Is it in melee?
Range from prone
No,
has
she's not in
disadvantage.
melee.
It's a crossbow, though. Wouldn't it have a different, like...
You'd think that.
Yeah, last I checked, ranged attacks while prone and are not in melee are not at disadvantage while prone.
It's up to you. So, okay.
I mean, think about it. How do
Get a brace.
snipers
Yeah.
do it? They go prone and then they snipe.
Yeah, last
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Yeah.
Even so, it goes wide.
However,
Yeah,
its rule is written.
that goes wide.
So logically, most weapons would have trouble being prone, but with a crossbow, since it's very similar to a rifle in shape and how you handle it, it would be a lot easier to shoot from prone than anything.
Might be easier
Alright,
to
Kelly.
shoot from prone if you're shooting a long distance.
So, whose turn is it?
Callie.
Yours.
Okay. Do I see the drow?
You see the one that's lying prone on the ground.
Hmm. Okay, do I notice the grease?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do a thing. I'm gonna do a meme, okay? I'm gonna try to slide in there and stab her in the throat with the short sword.
Like just grease slide up next to her and bring it down on her throat.
Yes!
All right.
Okay, do I need to do things?
Dexterity, probably. Or acrobatics, or athletics, or some kind of test to slide across the ground.
It's grease, it's easy to slide. The problem is staying on your feet.
Yeah. Make the save. Still, we'll just.
If you fall and embarrass yourself, you can always just bonus action dash.
Yep. You're able to slide up next to her. If you'd like to make your attack roll now.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna stab her. With things. Starting with the short sword. I assume it has
Starting
advantage because she's prone.
Yeah.
Stab her with things.
And since you
starting
didn't
with
fuck up the save, I'm
violence.
not going to consider you like mechanically prone for the purposes of stabbing.
Appreciate it. I'd like to booming blade her ass. Does 16 hit?
16 does hit.
Do you have elven accuracy?
No, I don't.
What kind of knight years are you without elven accuracy? Jeez.
I'm a magic elf. Takes 15 points of damage, and then I try to ice pick her in the throat with a dagger.
I mean, you
As a
already
bonus
iced her
action.
throat with a short sword. She's gargling blood.
So she's not dead yet. She's still gargling, so I gotta ice pick her.
No, we're talking like she's dead.
Double
She is.
tap.
All right.
There we go. This oofs the drow. That is it for me. Oh, I'd like to be away from that place. I don't want to be in the way of allies. That's it for me.
Okay. Yeah, you can see there's still a drow on the other back. Very shocked by what just transpired.
I wave, and then I peek away.
Okay.
I want to keep that one. That's the old initiative.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
It was A2 set 14 after
I'm
Callie
looking
also
at it, I'm
14.
like, that looks a little different.
It's A2 Swang Zalira.
Oh,
That's
okay. Yeah.
Jesus, you're up.
All right. So, how many are alive?
One.
One.
Okay.
Can't see her.
I can't see her?
No, you don't have line of sight on her.
A2
She's
Sid
not
Chart
moving.
to the Greek.
Did I miss something? Because I thought she was in the room with us.
A2's charged into the grease with me.
Let me post a picture.
Right, like I'm in the room with Zalira.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. That's right. You did say that you charged in. My mistake. I did not update your position.
Okay.
My apology.
I think I have to
You
make a
can
deck save, right?
You did. I think it's at the end of your turn, isn't it?
For the grease?
I thought it was at the start of your turn.
You're not in the grease.
I thought, okay, whatever. All right, then I go over to the one that's still alive and I tase him.
All right.
Is he wearing metal armor? Sorry, I forgot to ask.
Yes, she is wearing a chain shirt. Yeah.
Okay, well, 20 to hit then.
That hits.
So 8 lightning damage and no reactions from her.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, that hurts. She's bloody.
That's it for me.
Absolutely terrified of it. All right. Wong.
Is that one still alive?
She is.
Then let's rectify that.
Take prisoners.
Oh, we wanna take prisoners?
I do.
We have no need of prisoners.
A person is more useful than a body.
They're drow.
That just means they're more expendable. I think you carried too many ones there.
I still hit, damn it. It took me long enough.
A 27 hits her.
Does the 67 hit?
Actually, a 67 misses. That's so high that the shot just kind of ricochets several times around the room and hits me.
It overpenetrates and does no effective damage.
And she slumps to the ground dead.
Oh, poor bit.
Just came up pretty quickly. Under, if you could add to the initiative at 8 and 6. Thank you. Zalira.
I'd like to step over the old body and go towards the new body and see if there's anything new happening.
Could you repeat that?
I'm just going over towards the newest body and see if there's anything else that we're fighting.
All right, make a perception check.
Oh boy, I'm not terrible at these. Only bad.
Yeah, the screaming from the left and the right have stopped, and you hear some rustling.
How far did I walk? 5 feet, 10?
Pretty much. 10 feet.
I'm going to grab the body that I'm by the shirt collar or whatever they have that's similar, and just drag them backwards.
All right.
Then do I still have my action to ready an attack?
I would say that grabbing and dragging a body would be your action.
Can I, as a thief, I have fast hands. As a bonus action, I can take the use an object action. Can I do that to drag the body? Or would it be a little bit more in depth than that?
I'd say it's a little more in depth.
Yeah, I don't think you
We're
can
talking a
fast
full
hand
healing.
the whole body.
All right. Then I would like to find somewhere to hide and let the party deal with everything going quiet.
Make a stealth check.
Only 19. Alright, that's my turn.
So, out of the east door, a drow is going to step out and take a shot at Wong with a hand crossbow.
Are you sure about that?
You hear the sound of a bed spring popping as the hand crossbow basically just disassembled in her hand.
You should give up. Maybe we'll let you live.
All right, Mackerel.
So how many of these guys are left?
You currently see one drow.
Okay. They asked it to give up, right?
I mean, yeah, your party member asked that.
Yeah,
I'd like to be a little more convincing.
With violence?
Would you be suggesting?
What do you mean suggesting?
Oh, I was making a suggestion spell. Anyway, do the thing you're gonna do.
Oh. Well, yeah, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to try and convince it to surrender.
Are you attempting to be scary or convincing?
Let's go for scary.
Okay, make an intimidation check.
I want to help.
You would have to be using the help action on your turn to do that.
Oh, okay.
All right. She appears shaken, but not like she's about to give up.
So not stirred.
Yeah. Shaken, but not. Oh, and then.
Just how I like my
Is
drinks.
that all?
Yeah, a little bit.
Out of the west door, another female drow is going to pop out, and she's going to attempt to shoot. Let's go Mackerel with a hand crossbow.
No.
That one also.
You hear it spring, and her hand crossbow disassembles in her hand.
You know, I'm more upset at her because I wanted to sell that shit. I'm looking at her really grumpy. Give up, you fucking idiots!
You know what? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. It hits the drow at the east door. One more second. Okay. She's not knocked unconscious by drow poison. All right. Sales, you're up. Spectre?
Tom check.
I hear you.
Let's see.
There are 2 new drows. Both of them have apparently broken their hand crossbows.
Are there any friendlies right next to them?
No.
All right, I
Not
will
yet.
ferry.
Which one are you fairy firing?
Can someone tell me what exactly the configuration here is?
Where people are?
Okay, so you see those two doors, the one on the southwest and the one on the east?
Yeah.
There's a drow standing right there, in front of each of those doors. Basically, with the party occupying those 3 center squares, going top to bottom.
Okay. I'll hit whichever one looks the least wounded.
All right, the west door.
That is a DC of 14 for a dex save. All right, then. That'll be it for me.
All right. I do believe it is now the term of Zilira? I'm sorry, no, it's Callie.
Do they attempt to make motions of surrender after both of their hand crossbows have broken right in front of their faces?
They do not.
This upsets me. I shoot one.
Which
So,
one
like,
do you shoot?
which one didn't get hit with a bolt? The one that hit her friend. I'm gonna shoot
The
her.
one from the southwest door.
I shoot.
All right, yeah, she's the one that hit her friend.
Does a 15 hit?
Hit?
And if you're wondering why I got the advantage, I'm just aiming. I stand right where I'm at.
I figured. But thank you for telling.
That's going to be 22 points a person.
All right.
That's all I can do. Does she catch the oof or no?
She does catch the oof.
I look very attentively towards the other one. Last chance.
All right. Atos?
So there's one left?
Yep,
Is she wearing metal armor?
she is.
I tase her.
They're resisting arrest.
And while I tase her, I start saying, stop resisting.
Yeah, she starts resisting a lot, and then you realize that's actually just the electrical current stimulating the nerves. She's dead.
Oh, she's dead? All right.
Yeah, she dead.
Oh, we heard bed springs or something?
I was more referring to that kind of cartoon, like, breaking sound effect for, like, a mechanical device, because the
Gotcha.
crossbows broke.
Okay. Are we out of Anish?
Yep. You guys are out of an ish.
I pilfer the bodies for poison things.
I would also like to pilfer the bodies for poison and crossbow bolts.
All right. You guys come across 18 crossbow bolts, 4 short swords. I'm sorry, 6 short swords.
I'll
6
take
chain
those.
shirts.
I'll take half of the short swords.
And 4 doses of drow poison.
Take 2. You take 2.
Sure. You said 6 chain shirts?
6.
I'll take the crossbow bolts.
Sure. Is there anything in that room they came from?
They came from 2 different rooms. Which one do you want to check first? The
one
east or the
the
southwest?
the one on the left.
Okay. So in this room, as you open the door, you see a male drow strapped to a sturdy-looking table, suspended underneath an 80-gallon water barrel. A spider silk hood covers his head. A set of weapons, armor, and clothes are set in the corner in the north.
Oops.
What the fuck?
Callie, do you not understand what they tend to be doing and why the riders have been drow?
I don't know the process of making a drider. If this is the process, it's pretty fucked.
Looks like it.
Is he alive?
Either that or it's an interrogation. It's
Hey, you there? I poke him lightly.
Oh yeah, he reacts.
Adis, what do we do with this guy? Do we just leave him here? He's not bothering anyone.
He could get loose and come at us from behind. It'd be best to dispose of him.
I could knock him out. We could kill him. I mean, I don't know what use he is to us.
Well, I don't know. Is he bound in a way that he can't talk? Is he gagged?
he has a hood over his head.
I take the hood off and I look at him.
Yeah, he looks back at you rather surprised.
So there's 2 ways this is going to go. One way, we kill you. The other way involves you telling us everything about this place.
Meanwhile, I'm just taking all of his stuff.
At least leave him his clothes. Don't do that. Don't take this man's clothes away. Leave him with some dignity.
I'll leave him his pants while I'm taking his shirt.
Fair enough.
He is going to look at you, then he's going to twist his arms and attempt to slide out of the leather binding.
I put my dagger to his throat and be like, none of that now.
He has successfully loosed himself.
Okay.
I pop him in the nose.
I tase him.
I want to intimidate him.
All right. You go to tase him.
Do I have advantage because he's bound?
He is no longer bound.
Wait,
is he prone?
He is still prone.
Oops.
Oops. Sometimes tasers are a little bit more lethal than they are.
It's less lethal, not non-lethal.
Yes.
He takes 24 lightning damage.
Comply with us or die. Proceeds to die. Well,
as you proceed to electric chair this man.
What an idiot, dude. What the fuck? They were torturing him. What?
I mean, Callie, he may have liked it.
That's really weird. What the fuck?
I mean, they're drow.
I go to the right room. I'm trying not to go to the right room.
Well, if he doesn't need them anymore, I'm taking his pants too.
Are they like leather and latex?
The fantasy equivalent, yeah, sure.
Ew. I'm done with that room. Ew.
In that case, he can keep his clothes.
Yeah, this looks this torture room looks slightly kinkier than the other ones you've seen.
God damn it, Gilbert! Did we stumble into the drow sex dungeon?
No comment.
I'll take a whip actually. If there's a whip, is there a whip?
Of course, there's a whip.
Hold on.
There's a pink whip.
There are 2
No,
whips.
there is no whip.
Okay, I'm done with this room. What about the right room? I go to the room to the right.
Ah, yes.
What room to the right?
Give me just a second. This is
Is this the turtle? Do we see our friend?
Right. So, right.
It's the other drows.
So in here, you see a large rotating platform with leather straps that takes up most of the room. And there is a female elf, drow, strapped to it.
The first thing
There
I would do is
is-
secure the things tighter.
There is a chair lying in the northeast corner that contains what you can assume is this drow's weapons and armor.
I fasten the restraints.
Uh,
I don't care if it's uncomfortable. And I'm going to hold my
Okay.
action to bop this thing in the snoot if it resists.
This thing.
This thing that is consenting to weird torture things.
So
yes.
I'm gonna walk into her view because you said
I'm
she isn't
going
bound. She doesn't have a hood on. Okay.
Nope.
You say, well, hopefully you're smarter than your comrade in the other room. Because you see, there's two ways out of here, one of which involves you dying. The way that doesn't is you telling us everything about this place.
While Aetius is going through his spiel, I'm just going to sit next to the elf and put a hand on their shoulder to hold them down.
All right. Make an intimidation check.
Does he have advantage with all the people attempting to bop this elf if they resist?
Yeah, given how quickly all that went from some really kinky fun time to holy shit, there
All
are
your friends are
adventurers in the
dead?
room. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, she basically instantly spills the beans. So according to her, House Aurvendir, their main stronghold is located down on the 10th level of Undermountain, down in Muriel's Gauntlet, and is under the direct command of her mother, Volenwelv. Volenwelv. She
I'm
also
taking her
reveals
with
that
us.
her oldest sister, Trissa, has been ordered to secure this level as a prelude to an assault on Skullport.
I'm taking her with us.
Additionally,
I have a lot of chain and rope.
her other sister, Melith, has gained a foothold down in the Twisted Caverns, level 4 of Undermountain, and is currently waging a campaign of violence against the Kotoa on that level.
Can we keep her? Maybe we can convince Skullport to pay us to just wipe them out.
I'm keeping her.
Oh, do you know where Turtle is actually? Have you recently captured a turtle? That is very important information. In fact, that's the reason why we can't. A
Alright,
turtle
then,
man. Do you know where
He
Turtle
means a
Man is?
turtle.
Yeah. She reveals that he's being used in the spider experiments that her older sister is performing in order to breed a bigger, hardier breed of giant spiders.
Where?
Do, do, farther past these rooms. I have to flip to that section. Do. He would be in the uh the temple of Dumathoin, which has been converted into a hatchery for the.
Wonderful.
Hmm.
And what kind of forces do you have there?
Yeah, with that nat 20, shooter reveal, do they have a sun elf who's attempting to ingratiate herself with the Drow house. Her older sister Trissa is in there, along with a array of spiders and elite Drow warriors and a few slaves. Grimlock.
Numbers. I want numbers.
6 Grimlocks. 3 Drow elite warriors.
And your sister is a priestess?
Yeah, she'd be a priestess. She reveals that is a priestess of law.
Can I make an insight check? Like how?
Yeah.
This
go
seems.
ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And how many
You don't
spiders?
know. She genuinely does not know. At least that's what she professes.
I look at her. Are we talking less than 10? Between 10 and 100?
A little more than 10?
Great.
Not necessarily all of them are mature.
Well, that's something. Well, that's all I had to ask her. Zalir, she's all yours.
Wonderful. I have a lot of ropes and chains. I'm just going to restrain her and tie her to my backpack.
You know she likes that, right?
That's
Damn
fine.
drow. They're so weird.
Yeah,
That's
this
fine.
is
That's more
weird.
struggle.
Is there a whip in this room?
Nope.
What sort of thing did they torture her with? Did they just spin her around or something?
There is a scourge in here.
What's a scourge?
It's like a whip with multiple whips on it.
So there
And
is a
stuff
whip.
on the end of the whips.
Nine tails.
Yeah, but not necessarily 9. Might
It's
have like
not an
3.
Indiana Jones whip.
Well, this is a
No.
different whip.
Yeah, the difference between a whip and a scourge is that a whip will lacerate, just like
Got
along a
little
single
balls
line
at the
usually.
end of it.
A scourge tends to come with basically a little ball at the end that has like sharp, jagged pieces of
Also,
like
scourges
either
tend to
pottery
be
glass.
shorter. They're more like a riding crop with a little bit of stuff on the end, rather than
It's
an
like a
actual
2-foot
full
thing that
bolt.
causes.
I
For example,
take
you would auto-flagellate with a scourge.
It's
take
like a
the scourge.
My flail. Bring me my flail.
it's a 2-foot thing that causes pain rather than a 10-foot thing that causes damage.
So it sounds like a good thing for torture, or maybe
Have you
non-lethal
seen
damage. I don't know.
have you seen Castlevania?
Oh, no.
Yeah, some of it. I think I'll leave it at that. I'm taking the scourge in my inventory. Was there anything else here in this room?
Oh, kinky drow shit.
What sort of paraphernalia?
How much does
You find 100 feet of spider silk rope.
Yoink.
what was this drow's name?
Her name is
And how much does she weigh? So I know what to put-
Pelinonia. She's a Pelinonia of House Alvendir. Give me a second, I'll spell that all out.
Was there a crest or an official mark in her positions?
Yes,
What does she weigh? Like 140, 150?
150.
Still under my carry capacity.
God. Celira is one swole drow.
Carrying 440 pounds of stuff, and I've still got room.
All right.
Well, stuff in a person. Oh wait, no, I haven't updated. Oh, wow, I lost a lot of weight with all that stuff I sold.
Yeah, bedrolls are heavy, especially when you got like 12 of them.
Oh, I didn't sell those. The dude's still wrapped up in them. But I did sell a great axe, 4 suits of armor, and a bunch of other small weapons. Turns out all that stuff weighed a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I still have 5 short swords. I did take half of them here.
Do you think we could take those forces, Adis?
Yes.
I'm not sure how we could stack the odds to our favor. I can make us more sneaky. I think I remember saying this before. I can cast Pass Without Trace once per long rest.
While I'm wrapping up Pelinonia, I am going to gag her so she can't yell.
Why don't we just knock her out? I feel like we should just knock her out.
No.
Oh, my apologies. I missed a small bit of detail when describing one of the rooms. Important. So that big room where you killed all those guys?
Mm-hmm.
So you see a ritual circle. Does anyone here is anyone here able to speak or read Abyssal?
I can. I have comprehend languages.
Strangely enough, I also
there's
know Abyssal,
there's a
and I have.
ritual circle described in Abyssal in the middle of the room.
I
That is
speak
not a
Abyssal.
small detail.
So, Gilbert, I speak Abyssal, and I have the Drow High Magic feat. Does that tell me anything more than it's a magic circle?
Make a religion or arcana check or history check with advantage.
Okay, let's see. Kitty, you're gonna have to move.
Yeah, I realize that's not a small detail. I had to hop between the two kinky rooms because reinforcements were coming from there, and I forgot that detail.
Yeah, about the fact that we're fighting in the middle of a demon summoning circle.
22 on Arcana.
Yeah, you're pretty sure that it's part of a ritual known as the Test of Lolth. Typically those that fail it come back as Driders and
If
are
they
then
succeed,
banished into the tunnels.
What if they succeed?
What?
What if they succeed on the test?
Oh, then they come back with Lolth's blessing. And that's it.
The heck is a Loth's blessing?
Lolth is kind of a massive bitch, so Lolth's blessing is basically I've decided not to kill you.
Well, that sounds like a pretty retarded test.
Oh yes, there is a reason that not a lot of people like the drow.
You know, the more I hear from Zalira and the more I see Zalira, the more I start to realize she's probably not too different from the other drow that is.
Excuse you?
All right. So what do you all do now?
I want to get really want to get War Turtle back.
Yeah.
I feel like we should get a plan going, because just
Well,
going in the guns blazing.
I'm pretty sure our plan is first we need to locate him, and then we breach and clear.
I guess means Zalira got ahead.
I guess so. Or Kali, whoever is stealthier.
So a wood elf and 2 drows got ahead into the drow territory.
From her description, does it sound like it was like more than a minute's away to where they are located?
I mean, being sneaky, yeah, kind of. I mean, it's not too far. It's like basically just down the hall.
Yeah, I am a wood elf, so I do go a little bit faster. And in fact, since this is the important thing, I'll cast Long Strider as well to make that 45 feet of move.
Okay.
I would like to remind you that drow tend to have better vision in the dark than you wood elves.
Yeah.
And they will probably see you before you see them.
Not if I'm sneaky enough.
Good luck. I'll be back here with my prisoner.
I don't need luck.
Yes, you do.
I cast Pass Without Trace, and I go.
That doesn't change things.
All right. So you go through the northeast door, and you enter a torture chamber that looks like it hasn't seen use in a while. The walls of this room are lined with coiled whips and daggers and other menacing tools. A small table is set in the center of the room, covered with a pristine white silk sheet.
So, torture's tools. Do I think they're particularly valuable? The white silk sheet sounds like it is.
No, the torture's tools don't seem particularly valuable.
The sheet?
It's a white silk sheet.
It's a handkerchief. I yoink the handkerchief. Anything else here?
Are you investigating it?
I mean, it's not pertinent to what I'm looking for right now, so no. I'll
All right.
continue. Is it a doorway or is it an archway out of this
Yeah,
room?
there's a doorway set in the northeast. You open the door and
I'll do the standard procedure, checking for traps and spoder pop on the other side and all that. I just do that as habit.
okay. Which are you doing first?
So I'm an investigator for traps.
Okay.
It's not trapped.
Yeah, it's not trapped.
I go.
You're in a 10 by 30 hallway with the door at the end.
I go towards the door at the end, which I assume is closed, and I pop spoder on the other side.
Okay. Yep. It appears an empty room with a passageway in the north wall. The room is 20 by 20.
Passageway in the north wall.
Yeah, like a hallway.
Okay. I'll have my spotter peek up in there.
All right.
I'm going AFK. Let me know if anything happens when I get back.
Yep. You see a 40-foot hallway that ends in a closed door.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and dismiss spotter and check this door for traps.
All right.
Assume nothing, so I'll open it. Now, where is the direction I need to go based off the description of the prisoner?
North.
And I go north, sneaky bitty like.
All right. You open the door, and inside this room.
Oh wait, did I scout this side? The other side. I'm sorry, with the spider.
No.
Then I do the thing. I'm sorry. My apologies.
Okay.
Yep. So spotter.
You pop the spider on the other side of the door. And here you can see a prison. Down a passageway to the west, you see that the hall is lined with 6 cells with barred doors of rusted iron. 6 deformed, hunched humanoid creatures patrol this area, occasionally poking their rudimentary spears through the bars, kind of knocking their clubs along the length of the bars.
Okay.
Occasionally, you can hear a yelp of pain as one of these kind of creatures jabs into a cell.
Do any of the yelps of pain sound like they come from War Turtle?
Make a. You're using a spider.
Yeah, I can hear and see through the spotter.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Those spiders aren't really known for sight or sound. Yeah, you're not sure perceiving through a spider's dulled senses.
Meh, okay. And there's a door on the other side here or something?
All right, guys, I'm outie.
Have a good night.
Later.
Catch you later.
There's another passageway at the north end of this room.
Okay. So, I think I'm gonna do like an Assassin's Creed thing, where I take like about half a minute to study the guards' patterns and see if they ever come to that north end at any point. Like I want to see like if there's like some pattern going on, if there's a gap that I can utilize to go there.
All right. You spend that minute. Give me just a straight intelligence check.
The only intelligence check I'm not
Actually,
either
wait.
proficient or an expert
No,
in
this is more
is
wisdom.
religion.
I think this is a wisdom check. Just make a straight wisdom. This is.
Okay then.
Yeah, it's not just like is there a pattern. It's is there like a anything useful to that pattern.
This looks absolutely chaotic.
Yeah, man, they just kind of walk around as they fucking want.
Well, then I'm gonna go ahead. Oh wait. Okay, so there's a door in the north end, right? Are there any other
No.
things? No. Well, you described
Well,
what was it?
there At the end of this hallway, at the north side of this room, there are two doors, one to the north and one to the east, but you'd have to enter the hallway.
Okay, can the spoder do that?
I don't see why not.
Yeah, spoder does it.
Spider enters the hallway.
Okay, let's check under the east first.
All right.
So what's in the other side of the room?
Here you see a sun elf dressed in robes, waiting in this room.
Interesting. I'll leave her be. Let's go north.
All right. Do yeah, you see a hallway with sparkling veins of gold striping.
Did I hear gold?
Yes, you see like veins of gold striping this hallway, with 4 troglodyte slaves currently mining at them with pickaxe.
Okay. Is there anything else in this room?
Yeah, there's a door to the west and a door to the northeast.
Can you describe the door to the northeast?
It's a door.
Can you describe the door to the northwest?
It's a door, but it's in the northwest.
Like regular wood with iron band.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what Atis told me. Oh no, it was a slave. Not the slave, but the prisoner. I think she said something about they repurposed the temple to a spider hatchery.
A prisoner? You mean my new friend?
Weird. I'll go under the door to what's left. What would be left in this case?
Forward, but to the left.
So I came from the north, correct? So that would be west. I go
No, you
west.
came from the south.
No. Like I'm going up north. I'm facing north, and the left of that
Right.
would be west. So I go west.
Okay. You go west. Spider enters the room. Just a moment. Phone's running out of charge. All right. In this room, this is a rather expansive room. Pillars lining it, about 60 by about 120. Pillars lining the center length of the room. Webbing and coon strung across them. You see a drow dressed in white spider silk robes.
Dibs.
4 giant spiders. A couple of drow milling about.
I don't know what you're talking about. I got first dibs because I did the riskiest things. Anyway.
Yeah, but I'm a drow.
Yes,
Riskiest.
which means I'm definitely getting these things.
But the spider silk is toxic to non-drows.
So the things go on.
Yeah, that's what you see. Spider sacks, bodies, cocoons, and drow.
There's. Can I get a number of large spoders?
6. At least.
I'll take another minute. I don't mind. See if I can get a better number than 6.
Make a perception check.
Anyone?
6.
Okay. Do I see War Turtle? I think it's safe to assume he's here regardless, but
Not with the spider's limited vision.
fair enough. Could I take a moment of your time to ask that you map out this place, the places that I've scouted?
It's like
Yeah,
1
in
a.m.
this
here. Do
session.
we want to just call it here,
Yeah.
and the next session we'll get
Yeah.
to actually fighting the big boss lady?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah,
Eric,
that
quite a
sounds
bit
good.
I have to map out.
Huzzah! We has done things.
We have done things.
Progress has been made.
I have enough.
We shall.
I'm gonna be a mother.
You're gonna have an abortion.
Coat hanger spider abortion.
What are you talking about? I'm a doctor.
For a metal album.
All right. Now for tonight's XP.
You're gonna have to cut my chest open to get everything out, and then just like I'm gonna have to heal myself.
What makes you think the spider isn't
Your
going to
terms
cut
are
your chest
acceptable.
open?
I'm hoping that there's like something like lesser restoration will just kill the spoders or something. I think there's an enemy that does that works on. I don't know though. Memory's fake. I think Slot actually. Something about Slot.
And not a spider.
I'm poisoned with spider eggs.
That's
Gross.
not how spiders work.
You know, this could have gone very bad in more ways than one.
I can tase you to get the spider eggs out.
Don't worry, I'm a drow rogue. I'm great with knives. Especially the edgy bits of them.
No, you see, you want the wood elf to do surgery on you. Trust me, I'm a doctor. And I mean, I'm a doctor. I know how to bandage you up properly. So I'm more like a medic. I'm not a doctor, but I'll call myself
Note
a doctor.
to self: don't get hurt in this party.
Oh, please, Adis. I've failed you before. Don't be like that.
Here's the thing, though. You're the medic, so that means you need your hands free to do medic stuff.
I can use Mage Hand. I don't even need my hands free. I can do it without even touching you. I can operate on your ass without even touching you. That's how good I am.
But I have.
What can you do? Be edgy?
That is the sterile thing to do, because I don't think magical hands formed out of nothingness is in fact like
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can clean my blades with prestidigitation. Can Zalira do that? She's